Against this right back, Charlie's definitely.
You always use that active when defending. I think it's like. You always use that active when defending. I think it's like. You always use that active when defending. I think it's like.
People deluded, I'm back again.
Come on, Ian. Come on.
Yes, I am, Ian.
Deluded, I'm back again.
Okay, he's so good at it twice. You know, 3 times.
People deluded, I'm back again.
Come on, Ian. Come on.
Let's hope it's not a nervy start like the game, eh? Anyways, people, deluded, I'm back again. This is the beautiful thing about doing live streams. There's no do-overs. But anyways, hope you're all doing well and safe. As usual, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and of course, good night. It's Crystal Palace against Arsenal. It's our second game of the 2023-24 season. Long story short, with the greatest of respect to Crystal Palace, because this is a tough game. This is a game where I'm not going to lie, not to be a conspiracy theorist. Why don't we ever play Crystal Palace on the Saturday or Sunday? Why has it always got to recently be these dodgy evening fixtures, especially in South London? Nothing comes good out of South London. Shout out the South London ones. If you know, you know. Obviously, Banner and Entertainment. I've seen the lineup. I'm going to get the lineup done for you in a sec. But Arteta's been a brave man. To be fair, the team that went out there beat Nottingham Forest, but Partey's right back again. Gabriel's holding bench. You've got Havertz and Co. and Odegaard. Critics will say, you know what, Roy Hodgson, South London, playing while Arsenal's away fans are brilliant. They've got the 12th man on their side. It's a very small pitch. They're probably going to get tight, make it compact, rough us up where they can. And obviously, they've got quality. I know they've not got Zaha. Elise isn't fit. They've still got Eze, and it feels like if Ayu's playing, he only turns up for Arsenal twice a season. So we'll have to see, man. Pye is a defensive mid, Trossard in the starting 11. You'll be disappointed. DG Pye, a right back, will be able to cope with Eze. I hope so, but it's not really, as we all know, Partey isn't exactly playing like a conventional right back. Him and Benjamin White are kind of just taking it in turns to kind of govern that area of the field. With Tomiyasu, is naturally a bit more conservative. I do think on paper, smash the like button, YouTube ones, that we do have enough numbers back defensively. That being said, it's a brave call from Mikel Arteta, as you know, because if it goes wrong, the first things people say, why isn't Tini in the squad? Why isn't Partey playing in his conventional position on paper? Why is Gabriel, who's formed probably, I wouldn't say the best, but one of the best centre-half partnerships in world football at the moment with Saliba and Gabriel? This is a man that's been linked with Madrid and Saudi Arabia, Paris Saint-Germain in recent weeks as well. Why isn't he starting? Arteta has the right to use his team in any way, shape or form he desires. Also, he has said, and it's come out again, he said it in the latest interview, we're trying to be a bit more unpredictable. Maybe too unpredictable, but let's keep everybody guessing. I would say if I was Crystal Palace, learning where Nottingham Forest could have went better and obviously done a bit better against Arsenal. Hindsight's a wonderful thing. If we all had hindsight, we'd look at things a lot differently. Apologies for the green screen, people. The sun is settling and it's just beaming down through the black, what do you call these things again, man? Curtains. So it's making it disappointing. But if I was Nottingham Forest, or better yet, if I was Crystal Palace trying to learn what went wrong against Arsenal, I think they respected us in the first half a bit too much in that game. I think they didn't try and play enough football. I think they tried to knock it into the channels and win the first and second balls one time too many. Also, they didn't defend well. As much as Arsenal are a great goal-scoring team, we got the job done. And I'm not criticizing what we did, but we took advantage of poor defending from them with Morgan Gibbs-White, who should have converted at the other end. And obviously, Martinelli kept one of the corners alive for Eddie Nketiah to score. I'm a bit nervous because it's Crystal Palace. I'm a bit nervous because I did think Arteta would be a bit more conventional, but that's my gaffer. He's paid to win football games. Arteta, everyone gets things right or wrong. I don't think he's going to purposely put anyone out there that he doesn't feel can give us the best chance of 3 points. Yeah, I'm a bit nervous. I'm gonna go 2-1 Arsenal. Eddie Nketiah and Saka on the score sheet. You know, it's in Eddie Nketiah's neck of the woods. You're starting with no Jesus there. There's all the waffle about Balogun, whether he's at the club or not. We'll have to see, man. Hope you're doing well and safe. Shout out you lot if you're on Twitter, YouTube, or Twitch, people. My day's been good. It's boiling hot, man. But yeah, do you know what? Let me not talk too tough because again, my day will be either great or quite rubbish actually away from life if Arsenal don't get 3 points today, innit? We need 3 points. And as I said, my guy, in an ideal world, again, we're not going to win every game. You know, you're going to lose some in the Prem unless you're Invincibles. But we need to get 9 points in August. I'm sorry, we've got 3 points on the board. There's 6 points to grab right now. We've seen Manchester City win. We've seen Chelsea United have a bit of a wobble. Spurs have got 4 points after drawing. You know, we could get the perfect record from the first 2 games, provided we turn up against Fulham on the last day of the calendar, the month in August. That's 9 points going into the United game. You beat United, we're on 12 points. We go into the international period. Everything's gravy. Hope Arteta can use that week or however long it is to pattern the boys further, and we keep it moving, people. I don't know, man. I don't know with Tierney. Is it a tactical decision? I mean, I struggle to believe that per se with Arteta. I mean, on the balance of things, unfortunately, Tierney's stock has fallen. Arguably, his fourth choice left back, if you consider that inverted stuff. And big up Declan Rice because we've got his handbrake defensively. Maybe it's a tactical decision. Maybe he wants to see more from Tierney. I think it's a case of maybe it's putting pressure on Tierney and his advisors to get things done. Maybe Tierney, is closer to moving away than we know, and we don't want him to get injured. I would say I think it is that because we've obviously seen, Zinchenko has a bit of a knock and he ain't started today. Timber's out for the rest of the season. We don't know if we're going to be able to bring in a left back. If Tierney isn't going to start, then it's a good option to kind of manage the game and close the game out with a conventional left back. So, and what we hear, and Tierney himself in his latest interview, he said, everybody knows I train 100%. I don't think Arteta, again, not that we were privy to everything at London Coley, but Arteta's never come out and questioned Tierney's professionalism. So it can't be a professional thing, in my opinion. No Tierney in the subs bench. Yes, DG, I knew Havertz would start. Arsenal fans need to get used to saying him at the first 11. End of the day, you spent 60 odd million on him, innit? And as much as I said, I would have started Gabriel. Partey would have played in his new normal role, but Arteta's the gaffer. They won the last game, really and truly, innit? So the gaffer has the right to do what he's doing. If it don't bang, it don't bang. Trossard on the bench. To be fair, you wasn't going to see Trossard come in with Martinelli or Bukayo Saka or even trouble Eddie Nketiah. I would say, you probably do expect Crystal Palace to be a lot more on the front foot and a bit less respectful of us than obviously Nottingham Forest were. And again, if we're learning from the Nottingham Forest game, clearly, people, we need to score more goals. We need to create. We need to score goals. We need to, like everyone, you want to score more goals, and you want to keep as many out of the back of your net as possible. And I think that's what we need to do better, really and truly. No disrespect to Nottingham Forest. We just about beat them with this similar lineup, and Crystal Palace is better. How do you think it will go? As I said, I thought, Crystal Palace, I don't know what they're going to do, but I think they're going to be aggressive. They're going to be on the front foot. They're going to try and show their quality. They're going to try and play off the crowd. They're going to try and be spot on defensively and kind of narrow the spaces we can play in. And it does concern me, as I've said, but at the same time, it's one of them. If it goes well with Havertz, with Odegaard, with all of them players in the pockets and rotating and Partey going into midfield, then right back, and the safety nets of Declan Rice, who is going to go forward, and obviously Tomiyasu. Don't get twisted, the whole team has to defend. It could be a bit booky, Again, if Havertz makes a late run into the box today, I think he bags. So we'll have to see. But yeah, Arteta's the gaffer, innit? Sometimes you got to just trust the gaffer. If it goes wrong, I ask questions, of course, but the manager's shown he'll do crazy things, and the crazy things have worked. The world wanted Granit Xhaka gone, he kept him. The world wanted Aubameyang to stay when he kind of got rid of him. That happened. I mean, the manager's shown, even when we signed Martin Odegaard, not too many people wanted him, with the greatest of respect to Maddison and Buendia, who are good footballers. A lot of people saying to go after them. At the end of the day, again, you can't just be your way or the highway. But as a manager, you're better off just doing what you want to do. If it doesn't work out, you see what went wrong. You don't want to do something because of external pressures, which I don't think that's something Arsenal just don't do as a club. Do it your way. If you lost, it's your fault, isn't it? Really and truly. Don't have any regrets. I'm pretty sure. His advisors, again, the whole thing about Arsenal is being collaborative. Again, all of his coaching staff, I'm sure they might have been sitting there, people, and saying the same things. Why don't you play Gabriel? Why don't you do this? Also, as we know, Mikel Arteta is a stickler for how you train. I'm not saying Gabriel or Tini or anyone hasn't trained, but maybe these players have really got into the thinking more. And again, I would like to see a bit more of what we want to see, but we asked for a squad. We asked for the manager to take, initiative and make us unpredictable and make big calls. And he's done that. You can't ask for rotation and ask for big calls. If when he starts doing that, it's a bit giggity. And again, the green screen won't be nice, man. It won't be nice, Kay, with the away shirt. DJRD Saudi link serious in relation to what? Gabriel. I mean, there's probably an admiration for him. If I was Gabriel, I don't know if Saudi... listen, the money talks at the end of the day, but I don't know if you need to be going to Saudi Arabia for a payday already. If you're on the Ruben Neves thing, then fair enough, when your football career is short. Why is Gabriel not starting? I'll tell you, if he hasn't been asked by the Sky Sports and all of them right now, he'll probably be asked after the game, where he'll probably be asked on why Pepe has returned to training beyond the obvious, and on the obvious other things as well. I don't actually know if Zinchenko's on the bench, but it'd be nice. It'd be nice to see him, really. He played no part in pre-season. We need as many bodies fit as we potentially can. So, yeah, people, give it a few minutes. I'll do the jarring thing off the lineup for you lot. To be fair, you know what? They got Mitchell on the overlap, who's a bit problematic. Anderson, the centre-half from Crystal Palace, he's very decent on the ball, as is Gurhey. Decore is going to muck in. Lerma loves a yellow card, and he's going to be snapping at the heels. Slop is a bit of a tricky customer in the sense that he's a very strong runner with the ball. Eze's a brilliant player. Eduard, some Arsenal fans wanted Eduard, and, Mr. Ayew seems to only really turn up for Arsenal. So Crystal Palace have enough to cause us problems, really. Another stupid selection. I'm nervous too. Do you know what? If we didn't feel fear, we wouldn't be alive, would we? Man said it's not light, it's a doppy. But hey, take me. If it's my time to go, it's my time to go, innit? Apparently, we're in talks with forgive me, I can't say that, especially with Timber out. But to be fair, Partey's been linked with a move away. Gabriel would with it, February round the corner or next week at some point. It doesn't make... Did I say February or did I mean September? Apologies if I made that young L. It doesn't make sense to get rid of Gabriel or Partey, especially if you're not going to wake up tomorrow and better players are brought in. And if you are going to do that, then we all know the money that is required. I have faith in Eddie and Kerry. I do think we need an outlet. I think Eddie has to play. I don't think you could do kind of what Arteta is doing and play a false nine in a game like this. I think you need a physical presence. And again, Eddie's going to run his socks off. Again, it is dangerous territory when you're praising man for working hard. But you get the point. DG, can you play left back? Not in the Premier League. Timber out for the season. It's looking like such, but we hope he's back sooner rather than later. Why are we willing to break up one of the best centre-back partnerships in the world while having lots of question marks around the pitch, i.e. new signings and injuries? Not a clue, but that's why Arteta has employed millions of pounds and he's doing a job that, we follow football religiously. No blasphemy. So again, he's the gaffer. He sees football at a higher frequency. That doesn't mean he's always right. That doesn't mean we're always wrong. But the manager's paid to do things, and it worked against Nottingham Forest. That has to have meant that he was planning it. Again, the gaffer's not just going to make snap decisions for no reason. Arteta doesn't want to go out there and not be able to score goals, not be able to defend, not ultimately win, because it's him that the questions are going to go to. As a manager, you need to defend your job first. Question marks are placed at your door if you don't get 3 points. No one cares about young players. No one cares about football partnerships. If you're not winning games and you're not doing what needs to be done, the players typically outlast the gaffer. So I don't know, man. And you're right, though. I'm sure people to the left and right of Arteta probably said, why do you want to rip that up? You just gave Gabriel a new contract. Again, these are normally the games, and hopefully it is the case, but these are normally the games that both Gabriel and Ramsdale thrive in, actually. Again, question marks about both players' levels of concentration, even though I think they're two of the most underappreciated players at the club at the moment. When it's a day for the trenches, definitely when you think Crystal Palace, Gabriel will probably be one of the first names on the team sheet, really. So at the end of the day, if you're playing and, the players have to be thinking like us. If you're thinking, oh, the gaffer's not playing he's not playing our first choice centre half, it could be me one day. Make sure it's not you that just tells me not everybody's safe. Why is it not letting me type? What the hell's going on here? What's going on with the lineup? I'm just trying to type the lineup for you lot, people, but don't appear to be agreeing with me. What's all of this about? Okay, that was weird as hell, but okay. Let's just do this. So you got Mr. Johnson in goal. Let's make sure we actually put the teams on the right side. You've got Mr. Johnson for Crystal Palace in goal. You've got Ward Martinelli. Mitchell, Martinelli and Saka, where Mitchell and Ward are concerned, you know what needs to be said, really. Make it a long day for the fullbacks. It's annoying being a fullback and playing against good wingers. And we need Martinelli today as well. Hopefully, Trossard can make an impact off the bench. Hopefully, the impact is relevant, but irrelevant in that the game's almost decided before he comes in, really. Mark Gurley, again, a player we was way back when, before Timber and all these guys, when it was really just Declan Rice being linked with the club. Pardon me, there were rumors we wanted to sign Gurley. Obviously, he's going to cost 50 million. And to be fair, depending on what happens with Gabriel, if these rumors to Saudi that some of you are saying is true, then, you know, Gurley, apologies, has to be one of the first ports of call. I wouldn't let Gabriel go as well because Saudi got money, but are they going to bid what we probably could get, whether you believe he's worth it or not? Arsenal should be targeting silly money where the Gabriels, the Salibas, the Martinellis, the Bukayo Sakas, the Odegaards, and players of that ilk are concerned, especially you look at half the team, they've got their best days in front of them in theory. You've got Lerma, you've got Decore, who's actually been linked with Liverpool. Could be a good audition. Hopefully not tonight. Hopefully Jurgen Klopp's watching the game and he thinks, what am I thinking? No, he's probably smiling from certain teams' results like yesterday or whenever it was. I see Ward-Prowse getting 2 assists. See a £100 million man missing a penalty and the next one conceding pens, and that is crazy. Money can't buy quality, can it? All the time. The agendas have to agenda. But you've got Lerma, Decore. Smash the like button if you haven't. Eze, I'm not going to lie, people. Eze's in my FPL team. So as much as I want a clean sheet, if we could win 3-4-5-1 and Eze gets a goal or assist, forgive me, I have to do what I need to do, man. Last time I checked, I was 100th and something. By the end of it, I think there's over 400 of you. Big up you lot, part of that FPL league. If I can just finish in the top 100, then in my head, I've won the league. You've got Mr. Ayu there. You've got Mr. Slop there. And we all know certain clubs who didn't pick up 3 points this week. You know, misery loves company. People want us to join them. They're hating on us, people. We're getting into that territory with Arsenal and Mikel Arteta. We're becoming hated for no reason. But we're supposed to be hated. We're Arsenal Football Club. Hated, adored, but never ignored, to coin the phrase from certain man who lost on that. But yeah, you've got Edouard, who some of you lot wanted. I'm not saying you're wrong, but you wanted him when he was at Celtic. Scrolling all the way down. Big up you lot. Keep the like button going, people. Let's get Arsenal's lineup. Mr. Ramsdale. Is Raya on the bench? Boy, you got to fix up. It's nice to see Raya's been registered in time to obviously now begin his Arsenal career. It's nice to see that Zinchenko's on the bench, actually, because we don't need any more injuries. I did think maybe, just maybe, Zinchenko's one that you could bet on. And playing devil's advocate, surely in theory, if you're fit enough to be on the bench, you're fit enough to start. God forbid. But if something happens with Tomiyasu, then you're looking at Kyrgios or Zinchenko. So you have to be ready. But that just tells me that he might be a bit rusty. Arteta doesn't feel it's the right time to play him. Maybe he was looking a bit shaky in training in that regards. And it's a touch of faith to Tomiyasu, really, because respectfully, it's never going to be an ideal world, as you don't know. But had Timber still been here, had Timber not got that injury, again, you don't know when Tomiyasu, is going to play next significant minutes. So show the gaff he can be utilized. But I think what we've seen so far of Arsenal this season, even though it's only been one game, mainly just with the injuries and stuff, is that you need a squad. As everybody connected to Arsenal keeps speaking, they keep saying we've got games every 3-4 days. And obviously you've got Mr. White. That also helps where White's concerned, because again, this is another partnership. You might need White and Saliba, or White and Gabriel, or Gabriel and Saliba across the duration of a season. So again, for Benjamin White, he shows his versatility and slots back in, obviously, at centre half, where he did play before. He really, the last 2 or so years, he's been playing kind of right back. Well, last year and this year, really. You've got Mr. Tomiyasu. With Tomiyasu, the man just needs to stay fit. He's a lovely player to have in the squad. Does his job. Someone that I hope he don't do nothing mad, curse to the commentator in that, but someone that in games like this, you and Declan Rice, as much as I want the Odegaards, the Martinellis, the Sakas, these kind of players to start cooking, it's these kind of players that make you feel a lot safe. These are the games where, obviously, Declan Rice ain't alone, folks, but he's got to earn his keep today. I'm still calling it, people. North London derby. Declan Rice is scoring. You've got Mr. Havertz. And I mean, that's the one that I think everyone can, Rice is going to be a talking point for the rest of his life at Arsenal. Well, this season anyways, because of the price tag. Havertz as well. But I think Havertz is the one that's going to make or break the summer, because, again, you can see what Rice brings. You can see what Timber brings. It's not that I can't see what Havertz has brought, and I'm not criticizing him. I think if you just sold the profile to an Arsenal fan of what Timber was like without watching him, you lot could say probably need that in the squad. Declan Rice the same. Obviously, Arteta believes that Havertz is required, and I'm prepared to give him a chance. And I do think fans are doing way too much of his last couple of opportunities, but I don't think he's one. And again, it's all Arteta's fault, thinking he's the gaffer in that and knows football more than us. But that's the one you're probably like, oh, does that really improve our midfield in the Champions League and that? You know, there's a lot of unearthed potential, quote unquote, in Havertz, and I agree with it. But you know, the better we get as a team, kind of the less patience we have for all of those cases. Yeah, you've got Martinelli in there. What number are you, Martinelli? I should know this off by heart. You're number 11, and you've got Mr. 14, Eddie Nketiah. It'd be lovely to see Nketiah get 2 goals in 2 weeks. Wait, what statistic is this? Hold on. Bring that back. Against Crystal Palace, Premier League head-to-heads at Selhurst Park. 14 games played. Crystal Palace have won twice. We've won 8 times, and there's 4 draws. Crystal Palace have scored 16 goals. We've scored 23. Hopefully, that's a positive omen. But I know we haven't done too good against Roy Hodgson team in a hot while, man. So, yeah, let's put Nketiah there. And then I can get back to you lot, people. That's the annoying thing done. There we have that. Let's save and export from Photoshop. Big up you lot. If you haven't smashed the like button, if you haven't offered your thoughts, if you haven't subscribed, then what are you doing? Big up the Twitch and Twitter ones. Again, simple business, people. 3 points. What more is there to say? I don't know, boy, you lot. 3 points. It's a tough game against a very tough outfit. 3 points. What's going on there? Okay, there you have it. Once again, people, for Crystal Palace, you've got Johnson, Ward, Anderson, Gurhey, Mitchell, Lerma, Decore, Eze, Slop, Eduard and Ayew. For Arsenal, you've got Ramsdale, Partey, Saliba, White, Tomiyasu. Midfield trio of Declan Rice, Havertz, and Martin Odegaard. Up front, you've got the Halem boys in Eddie Nketiah and Bukayo Saka. And you've got Mr. Brazilians, Martinelli, completing that. So, yeah, don't get me wrong. Saliba is my guy, undroppable. But Gabriel on the bench, again, just to try out this joke man formation, brazy, bit harsh. Clean sheet and game management will impress me today. Boy, definitely impress me if you get a clean sheet. I think going into this game, we've got 2 clean sheets in 12 games. I'm not going to lie. That is unacceptable of a team that wants to fight for the league. I'm not trying to agenda us, but it helps my point in which I think we're an improved defensive side collectively and individually. And it's not that we're not a good one, but I just don't think we defend of a level of a team that can bring a Premier League title home. And we need to get better at that. Imagine this was against Vinicius or Mbappe. Good thing it's not in it. I don't even want to think about that. Don't think it will happen, as Palace are a decent side, but I hope we can get 3 or 4-0. Boy, I think we all hope. Gabriel had talks with a Saudi club today. I'm not doubting this, but is there any credibility? Why for that, my guy? But one love. You've got to have faith in Eddie Nketiah. We better be getting good money for Gabriel then, because there aren't many good left-sided centre-backs on the market. That's another good point. Left-sided. And again, if you bring a next one in, obviously White and Gabriel have trained together, but they're going to need time to gel. If you bring a next one in, he's going to need time. Or are you going to bet on Kyrgios, which I like, but it's difficult, man. I'm good, Tekka Days. I hope you're doing well. Justice said he's not nervous. Why aren't you nervous? Let me know. This new system barely worked against Forest. It's not going to work tonight against Palace away, respectfully. I hear that, but devil's advocate, yeah. You don't just switch up a system and it's lit from the first moment. And if it is, you should be worried. It needs time to gel. Whether, you know, we have time for that, I don't know. Because I did. And it just shows Arteta's very, where Gabriel's concerned or any other player is unpredictable. Because I did think Gabriel would return to the starting 11 for Crystal Palace away. Again, respectfully to Nottingham Forest. We're playing at the Emirates. The sun was shining. The grass was cut. First game of the season. You know, a whole heap of attacking players. We knew he was going to enjoy the lion's share of possession. Gabriel's not moving. I understand the Pep tactic that Arteta is trying to do. Listen, big up Pep Guardiola. And, you know, he's the GOAT where it comes to football. And obviously Arteta's learned enough from Pep. But I don't think it's fair to keep waffling about this Pep stuff. Like, you know, Pep's the organizer. But come on now. Like, Arteta's doing this because he wants to do it now. There's no new ideas in football under the sun. Appreciate my members. Gabriel selected as one of the vice captains of Arsenal. He's not moving. To be fair, you go back a few years ago when Tierney signed his new deal, he was described as a future captain by Mikel Arteta. Does that appear the case now? I'm trying to have faith in the starting 11. Our best centre midfielder at right back and one of our best defenders holds bench. I'm baffled. Are we home or away? We're away from home today. It's at Selhurst Park. We might have started in South, but we moved over to North, man. Appreciate you, Blue. Let's pattern up another win and shout out to the Americans tuned in, especially New York in your case. When the hate don't work, they start. Fair enough. Feels like Arteta might be moving to a new formation, 3-2-2-3, with one of the defensive mid starting matches as a left or today at right back, i.e. on paper 4-3-3. Interesting and kind of scary. If your ideas don't scare you, are they big enough? I'm supporting both sides. Bro. Impossible for me to believe Gabriel is less fit than Tomiyasu. I don't think it's a fitness thing today. Might as well move Tierney on. I'd love to keep him, especially if we can't bring in another left back. Apologies, but it just feels like the situation can't continue. Arsenal can get decent money. Tierney's too good to be sitting on the bench like this. I do think we're going to need him throughout the course of the season. But once again, if we're talking about inverted fullbacks, then Tierney's probably behind. Well, he is behind Tomiyasu. He's not playing today. He didn't come off the bench last week, where Tomiyasu was on the bench. Ironically, we know with the injury. Kirill, based on preseason, I know you can't draw conclusions, but I'd say him. Evidently, Zinchenko is ahead of him, people. So he's probably fourth choice. Some might say Gabriel might play that kind of centre-back, left-backy kind of role before Tierney gets a look at. Tierney, unfortunately, is probably only in front of Nuno Tavares in the pecking order, or if bodies dropped and it got peak, Saka might even have to go back there, but we don't want to return to those days. I don't understand why Tomiyasu is starting over Gabriel. I have to speak to the gaffer, man. Spent 200+ million to play his best centre mid at left back. The gaffer could do what he wants, man. I'm with the manager, very worried. I mean, it's all right. It's human nature, man. I'm not saying don't be worried. I'm not saying be optimistic for no reason. Just feel every emotion, innit? At the end of the day, we're not going to know until the game kicks off, which I hope it works out for us. Evening, just back from a long day, cabbying the mean streets of NA. Hornsey. If that is Hornsey, I'm sure. Come on, you Gunners. Not a fan of this lineup. Why is Gabriel holding bench? My guy in the circle, honestly, I don't know. The gaffer has to come and tell us. And you know what, Arteta, sometimes he can be very specific. Sometimes he can come out with a lot of jargon that answers the question, but doesn't really answer the question. A bit like myself when playing Football Manager with some of you. I hope we win, but I have a very bad feeling from this lineup. I agree. And well, not a bad feeling, but the nervousness. But what I would say against Crystal Palace in general, as we know, away games in the Premier League, there are going to be moments you're suffering, you're a bit nervous, you're under the cosh, heart and mouth moments, etc. Of course, I hope it's a bit like Crystal Palace last season, where it was standard procedures. Gabriel does not play. He negotiated today with a Saudi prince. He will leave, I'm sure. Anyone got any? I'm not doubting it, but is there any evidence of such? Big up DG, you lot smash the likes and let's smash Palace. I hear that. Gabriel not get in the squad now. He's on the bench because the right back is inverting rather than the left back. So when Zinchenko plays, then Gabriel will Gabriel play. I mean, he played last year without a problem. Unless Arteta wants to change things, why not? It's going to be long if we sell Gabriel, especially since our supposed title rivals just swooped up the only good left-sided centre-back in the market. Gabriel, to be fair, you kind of, if that was to happen, or just in general, you kind of wish Ake was still at Bournemouth, really. We could have picked that up a year or two in advance before them. In some ways, it's not entirely a different system. It's just Partey inverts on the right instead of Zinchenko. There you have it. But some people are just going to look at where the names are placed on the lineup and lose their marbles. But I always say, I don't tell you what to think, just think. But at the same time, I do kind of like it because if it goes the way I want it to go, Rice and Partey are going to step into midfield. We're going to have Crystal Palace in their own half. Havertz and Odegaard obviously are going to help out wide on the left and the right-hand side. And there's a lot of third-man runs. And at times, it actually looks like there's 4 up front. So in theory, when it goes well, pardon me, I want to see it. But at the same time, what I would say is like, you know what? If Arteta sat there and said, you know what, it worked against Nottingham Forest, but they sat back, it was at home, blah, blah, blah. Let me try against Crystal Palace. I know we need 3 points, and I know we're arguing people that other players should be played or certain other players played in other positions. But how good are you going to see your system if it's not tested to the fullest extent? Really, you don't know how good the roof of your house is if the sun's always shining. If it don't keep raining out, the one time you need it to is peak, isn't it? We're not selling Gabriel, but he's become a high quality squad player. Arteta's 3-4-3. I'm not doubting that, but I just think week to week there's a lot of conclusions drawn. I agree with Arteta that all 4 midfielders should be starting. Just don't see how Tommy is ahead of Gabriel. I look forward to seeing a good performance today. I hope so. I wonder where holding this shows you how far we've came. No longer on holding on the bench. Boy, he's been linked with Besiktas today, whether he goes or not. Every minute Lokonga to Burnley, You hear, Portuguese teams and Spanish teams and Premier League teams are interested, and German, where Tavares is concerned. 1 minute Tavares going this place, then that place. Cedric the same. Pepe Besiktas, but none of the significant sales at this moment in time have been done. And I know these things take time, but you do want to kind of wake up. If these players are not in Arteta's thoughts, you would love to wake up as an Arsenal fan and, they've left the club, because it might just mean there might be one more surprise. Well, yeah. Why they showing Liverpool style of play? Not a clue. Last season, Gabriel started every match over Tomiyasu with Zinchenko inverting. Now Tomiyasu is starting. I'm not sure it's a tactical decision or the rumors are true and Gabriel is interested in Saudi. I guess we'll never know until either Gabriel or Arteta or someone in the know speaks. DG, I trust when we play United, Gabriel will play. Don't worry, guys. I want this to work, DG, but I'm no sheep and have a bad feeling. Football's a universal opinion. It would be weird if we all thought the same way. We just have to see, really. I'm not against it. I'm not necessarily for it. If it was up to me, which it's not, assuming everybody was fit, the only kind of issue I would have is, do I start Zinchenko or Tomiyasu, which I have to probably say in hindsight, Zinchenko's not fit. It was up to me. Obviously, Benjamin White finds himself, probably playing, in fact, let me actually do that, because I've actually just dawned that some players are not there. If I could pick Ramsdale in goal, Tomiyasu left back, kind of would put, I'd actually put Benjamin White right back, put Kyrgios centre half. F it, why not? I think Benjamin White, we need something down that right hand side, if I'm honest with you. Midfield, Declan Rice, Partey, Odegaard on the right, Saka on the left, Martinelli, and obviously up front, I'd go with Eddie Nketiah personally. Just under half an hour, people, until the game kicks off. Allow me with them questions, man. I'm not taking MG for nothing. Forget all of that. Fix your mind, don't ask them questions. Fuck him. Pardon my French. But no place in football, let alone talking about if he should sign for Arsenal. Forget his footballing ability. The man's a wrong and lot. Anyways, no original ideas, but to copy Pep with inferior players. I think that's harsh. In attendance, still, what's good, DG? What you saying for the score? I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal, man. Let's have a bit of positivity. I hope Eddie Nketiah is in the room, man. Just win again and no one will complain and ask questions. That's the best thing, innit? I'm confused why people are nervous about the lineup. It worked well against Forest. Just because it worked well against Forest doesn't mean it necessarily going to work again, but yeah, man. Has Arteta had his own ideas yet? Most things he does is following Pep, who's a good example, but I want to see more imagination from him. I hear that, but what has he done necessarily that is isolated to just Pep Guardiola? Because Pep had to learn from someone. As Pep said himself, I'm just an ideas thief. Who knows? Really and truly. And if it works, who cares? What a person to learn from. The argument is just Partey versus Zinchenko defensively. I think we are going to see more of a 3-4-3 diamond in possession. Havertz behind the striker. Yeah, that. Schollenbeck went to Dortmund, didn't he? There was rumors we wanted him. For someone who copies Pep, how does Arteta have faith in Tomiyasu's ball playing ability? Shocking. I don't think Tomiyasu is necessarily in there for his progressive play. I think he's a bit more conservative in that regards, and I think that's to give us a bit of defensive stability, especially if Declan Rice at Arsenal. In theory, that's him in it, protecting a back four, but it's going to have to be more adventurous. Gabriel is staying calm down. Tierney most likely going. This defense needs firming up. If we get a clean sheet in fixtures like this, where you can bank on goals, future looks good. I hear that. Holding link with Rennes as well in France. Where we going? France, Turkey, or I did think Holding could grab one of the promoted teams, Sheffield United. Looks like there's something there. Luton, you could probably play, but again, it all depends on the length of contract, the wages, and how enticed he is by a project, really. Because me saying like Luton, you could get game time, but if I was Rob Holding and I went there and I'm speaking with the manager, whoever he is, respectfully, and I don't feel this is the club for me, then only idiot's gonna sign, isn't it? Really, it don't really make sense. Fans wanted rotation, we are getting that, and now there's problems. The gaffer can't win. Managers can't win. Even if you're Pep Guardiola, big up American Gooner. Even Pep Guardiola, Pep can't win. You're a checkbook manager. You needed to spend money. Pep wins the treble. Why ain't you done the quadruple? Such is life with football, man. When Tommy gets injured, Gabby will play. We got depth now. And that's my problem, because all it takes is a couple of injuries and the defensive options start to look a bit crazy. Like, if I'm honest with you, I know that Timber's injury could have been worse in previous seasons, and that the knock-on effect it has for us. And as much as I like Tierney, who was ever fit by his own standards last season, a bit like with the Parteys, the Tierneys, the Tomiyasu's, even Zinchenko, who gets a 1-2 week injury here and there, I'm not really confident in their ability to last the whole season, really. Putting Ben as a centre back, you're asking for trouble. Bit harsh, really. Bit harsh. But fair enough. 3-0 Arsenal. I don't know for that. Woozy, big up yourself. I hope we are winning. Arsenal, no dramatics, please. Chelsea and United can hold the banter. DG, you should have watched along those games. Comedy gold. Hey man. We was away from YouTube. Off topic, who are your favourite UK rappers? Put me on the spot. Really ran be one of them. Unknown T, Digga D, Blade Brown, Young Spray, Young Tef, Tiny Boost, Nines, K Trap, MT4, Slim, Heady, one. Yeah, I think that's enough, innit? He put me on the spot there. Tommy is good on the ball and build up. He's just not amazing going forward. He's more conservative, innit? Holding screams of a Fulham move to me. Does he improve Fulham, though? I don't know, man. Like, I'll pick up DG, but I can't lie, this team looks messy. Let's hope it's not. Alan, appreciate you, man. Appreciate, as he said, like and subscribe. Appreciate you supporting Arsenal as well. This team is a shambles, bit harsh. Yeah, try, man. Shout out Christopher. We've got to be looking like my mum's son again, innit? I don't mind the tactical decision. Rotation is fine. Just a bit concerned about the rumours on Gabriel with 10 days left in the window. Hopefully it's all rumours. Listen, because Arteta wants Havertz to play, man. Let's give Havertz a chance. Pot of paper. Again, C1, you're always going to miss someone else. Pot of papers there. With Gabriel not starting, I think Arteta has a plan for him for down the season. I think he'll start the big games, but when games where we're going to get most off the ball, he can hold bench. Bit harsh to say that with Gabriel. Gabriel's probably one of our most progressive players in the team, especially like the defenders, because Gabriel looks to do it. And to be fair with you, even when we conceded, we probably did look like against Nottingham Forest we was going to win. But the minute it looked like, yeah, pardon me, forget all of those ideas. Let's just get the job done. He drew for Gabriel. And maybe Arteta is really, really big on, you know what, no complacency. Benjamin White, you're lucky in a way Timber's injured because you might have had to hold bench when Zinchenko's fit. Zini, I've got people over there. Teen, even though you was a squad player, things are happening. You know, one day you might look to the left and if Odegaard's not doing what he needs to do in the 10, it's peak. Maybe even the fact that Declan Rice has been here for 2 minutes, there might be a next one that can do what you want to do. And I think we all can see that if you could bring in another right winger, it's lit. Or if tomorrow, if we sign the striker, then Jesus might be able to do something out there. Arteta's killing complacency. Appreciate you in the circle. Travel to and from safe. Big up yourself. Man said Alex Iwobi, Eddie and Ketty. Allow me. Arteta has never been near Cruyff. He's an Everton and Rangers legend. I don't know what that means. You know, a lot of people are not near Johan Cruyff. Really. I don't understand not starting I understand not starting Zinchenko, but I don't like Gabriel isn't starting. Would rather Partey play in the 6 and Rice and Odegaard in midfield. Hey, the gaffer, man, we're going to have to see. Imagine we smoke Palace. We'd all be thinking, Arteta is a genius, so F it, let's just see what we're on. But another big day for the Havertz. I don't think Havertz is ever going to fully convince Arsenal fans. I don't think he'll ever win, if I'm honest. But putting in good performances, memorable performances, is a step in the right direction. This Gabriel news is unsettling me, I can't lie. I'm not saying it's not true, but where have these rumours come from? Is it confirmed that he's in talks and set to go there? So it might happen, but let's just hold our horses. They'll target Partey at right back. Arteta's going to have a plan for that plan. Did you use that Poch meme yesterday? I should have, innit? Nah. Word, Arteta ain't keeping players that can get their head turned. Saudi 5-a-side of Ronaldo, Benzema, Neymar, Mane, Mahrez against a Prem 5-a-side of McAllister, Saka, and Nkunku, Anthony, Mitoma, who wins. You kind of buoyed the Premier League team there. There's not enough trippy guys. I didn't see Kevin De Bruyne, his name, or Foden or something. The Saudi team probably smacked them up still. I don't know who goes in goal. But we'll have to see. No Gabriel again. Boy. Heard your doubts about Neto, but he could be a bargain and do a truss up. I like Neto, but the problem is you've had 2 big injuries. There's not really much output there, so you need to try and stay fit, and Arteta have to work with you to score goals. Most importantly, the only thing is the fees. Had big injuries. They charged 50 million last summer. Are Wolves in a position where they're going to charge 50 million again? You know, as you know, football transfers are crazy anyways. As the market draws down, Wolves are going to have to move for a replacement. They've just sold Jimenez. Adama left on a free. Not that Pedro Neto's been a regular like that, but you want to keep your bodies, really. There's always rumours of Podence potentially leaving. It all depends on the fee, man. If you could do that for 35, it is what it is. Thoughts on Caicedo performance yesterday. Be a bit harsh to judge a man on half an hour, innit? Like, you know, you're going to be at Chelsea for a long time, but you have to be in it. You signed an 8-9 year deal, really, 360 deal. Wouldn't judge a man on his first half an hour, but agendas have to agenda. Obviously, it's lovely to see penalties missed, penalties given away. But if Caicedo goes and turns up for Chelsea and whoever their next game is lit, I think he'll get it right, man. Arsenal fans are so reactionary. People were saying the same thing about Saliba and Martinelli, saying he doesn't like them, and look what happened. Some fans are funny. They say Gabriel is the weak link and he should be replaced, but move mad when he's not playing. I don't get it. It's either you rate man or not. Don't you know you can't keep football fans happy? It's 5-a-side, man, really. All you need to do is score. DG just yesterday, Itala, I can't say that, got rid of Jota mysteriously a month after signing him. Now they have a free foreign spot and these rumors pop up. Have they? And where's he gone? That's the quickest bag I've ever seen secured. Chelsea had 75% possession. Clearly Chelsea got a lot of problems, you know, but they probably need a striker. Like there was a couple chances, definitely in the first half or the first opening exchange of the game where they should have put the game to bed. Bit harsh on Reece James. We don't laugh at injuries. Stop that, man. Am I the only one who thinks Havertz has actually been okay? Havertz hasn't been amazing, but he hasn't been like meltdown worthy that you're seeing online and things. Is there a chance we actually play Partey and Rice as 6s and Odegaard and Kai may play as 2 10s? I mean, the system's quite fluid. You can bet assured, you know, I don't think Partey's going to play as a conventional fullback. Long time DG, just joined the armed forces, locked in for this stream. Appreciate you and appreciate your return. Is Elise injured? Yeah. I don't know, man. It is crazy. It would be our luck, though, that Timber has barely had any injuries in his early 22 years as a human being, let alone a footballer. He signs for Arsenal and 50 minutes into his Prem debut. Unfortunately, he's out for the significant part of the season. But why we miss you, why you make us weaker, these situations make or break you, really. And being a footballer, you're going to get injuries. You know, we'd love for no one to get mad injuries and big injuries, but you got to keep your head up. And it shows in general, really, how harsh life could be. You know, you've just moved to the Premier League, getting money, starting well at your new employers, which Arsenal is, making your Prem debut, you know, excited based off what Arsenal, you know, done last year, trying to do again this year. Arteta showed you how he can improve you. You've been playing. The fans are loving you. You've deserved to play. And then, unfortunately, it's a big injury now, especially where you've, you know, just come off playing at a World Cup as well. You got Euros at the end of this year. It's crazy. Is it bad I'll take Conde over Gabriel? Not necessarily, even though two separate sides of the centre-half coin. The timing of these rumours is what is keeping me optimistic. If these journalists saw him in the starting 11, they wouldn't be reporting these. Havertz has just joined, just doesn't stand out. I think with Havertz, he just needs to get some goals, man, if I'm honest. And you want to see him kind of control games. When I say control, I'm not expecting you to do Santi Cazorla things, but you want to just, for the fans that are onto Havertz, they probably just want to be waffling about him. I do think Havertz, Odegaard and Rice going to take a while to gel, but when it does, it could be intriguing. But if it doesn't, we're going to have to lock it off sooner rather than later. Playing this system and Havertz in general will cost us. DG, what do you think of Big Gabby becoming a squad player so far? It's still Gabriel C, but this is well. The gaffer's entitled to do what he needs to do. You know, if we're going to lose this game, then yeah, Gabriel needs to come back in. It'd be nice because you look at City, Laporte, I know he's got injuries and his stock's fallen, but he's good enough to start at a lot of Premier League teams and big clubs in the world. He's become a squad player. You want to be in that scenario. You know, they've got someone like Julian Alvarez, who's a very good player, playing a lot more because there's injuries, more than a squad player. But at City, because of how they've recruited, you are a squad player at this moment until you show anything else. Phil Foden, 9 times out of 10, can't really buy consistent game time beyond like purple patches of runs of games at City. So why not, man? Really and truly, whatever makes Arsenal the best. And I've kind of had to say it to myself. The better we kind of get under Mikel Arteta, obviously we don't support individuals, but I think I have to become less attached to these individuals. You know, it kills me what's going on with Tierney, if I'm honest with you. I think I just have to accept, you know, they're all pieces to a puzzle. Unless you're doing the Martinelli thing, the Saka thing, then you might not play week in, week out. What channel is it on? I believe Sky Sports, in fact, specifically it is. I think it's on Main Event. Yeah, I'm watching it on Main Event, so that means it's probably on Sky Sports 1 as well. Carla, don't rate Conde. He needs to cut his hair and do the bases on the pitch. Daniel, I hope you're doing well and safe. 2-1 Arsenal. As Chelsea need a striker, there's smoke around the Balogun move. Should it happen, would we look at it as the one that got away or a shift in a player who's surplus to requirements? I mean, if he goes and starts bagging for Chelsea and lives a fairy tale, then it's the one that got away. At this moment in time, I think surplus to requirements is harsh, but I think it is. He finds himself at that paradox where had he have been like 18 and not 22, there might not have been this rush, but he's 22 now. He's been shown what regular football can do. It's difficult to want to go back. You see Eddie's in front of you. Jesus is in front of you. A bag of number 9, a bag of false nines that could be, or people that could play as a false 9. You don't know within the next 1 to 2 years if Arsenal sign another striker. And obviously, whether you're a winger, 10 or a forward, only a certain amount of you can play, let alone be on the bench. So I hear it from Balogun. Nketiah brace incoming. Get your Nketiah stocks feel like a turtleneck. Donny talking about Forex. Gabby's still got his head turned by Saudi. I hear that, but I'm not saying this wrong. But think about it. If you lot was about to play for Arsenal today, and the gaffers put you in the starting lineup, which hasn't been the case with Gabriel, are you really going to think, no, I can't put it up? My head is so disillusioned, I can't play today. It does happen. Don't get twisted. Some footballers, it does happen. Doku's a good signing for City, provided Pep Guardiola can fine-tune him in the final third, in my opinion. I don't believe in blindly trusting, but trust the gaffer. Big up, DG. What's really going on with these lineups? You don't want this to backfire. No, I don't think anyone wants it to backfire. Did I watch the Ivan Toney interview? I've seen sentiments, but I haven't watched it like the full sitting. Where do you think Smith Rowe fits into this squad? At this moment in time, he's a squad player. Nothing else, is he really? Until you do something that means Arteta has to play you in the strongest team week in, week out. It's a myth. D and Z, appreciate you for subscribing with Amazon Prime as well. I preferred the third kit to the away kit. Who has the approval on which is which? Probably the media, and I guess at some point in time, the kit's designed and you talk to the marketing teams and the figureheads in them regards. I'd imagine the players and Arteta and Edu are asked, and you'd imagine somewhere along the lines Josh Kroenke comes into it, but honestly I don't know. You see Balogun talking about he could play ping pong in the Olympics. Mad ego, let him go. Bit harsh, if he's, bit harsh to get onto a man for gassing up his ping pong skills. But these professional footballers, they should be the best at pool, table tennis, FIFA, ping pong, all these things, because half the time when they're in hotels or they're in pre-season and they get downtime or they're at the training ground, this is what these lot are betting on, really. So, bit harsh, of all the things to rub him out. But yeah, is Havertz a better player than Smith Rowe? I mean, I'm attached to Smith Rowe pause. So I'm not going to quite say such. I'd rather Smith Rowe get some game time. Whether that's for, I don't know. But boy, Arteta's mind, he must be started and playing more right now. 2-0 today. Eddie to score. I hope so. Bro, I'm worried about this lineup. What's Gabriel done from starting 38 games to being dropped first 2 games? I wish I had an answer, man. I wish, but I don't know. Seeing no Zaha is so weird, DG. It is, really. It is. Seeing no Elise now as well, but just going to have to get on with it, aren't we, really? Just going to have to get on with it. 13 minutes away from kickoff. We are kicking off at 8, right? 2 games this week, man. The quicker we put this team to bed, respectfully to Crystal Palace, the quicker we can focus on Fulham, which, apologies, is a big test. As you lot know, we've got 3 London derbies. We play Crystal Palace, then obviously we play Fulham, and then we welcome Manchester United to the Emirates. 3 London derbies, big games. Keep seeing these Varane to Saudi stuff as well, man. Listen, I can't. But someone like Varane that's done what he's done in England, man said England, in Europe, played for Man United, it ain't really working out. Might as well cut, really, if you get the bread. DG is Mudryk making out the hood. I believe in him, man. But if you're still doing this by Jan, then I give up on you. Friend of mine played with Doku. Boy, same team that allegedly wants Gabriel. Honestly, who knows, man? But as somebody said, like when Gabriel's not in the team, it's easy to put fuel to the fire of I said, he's had a bust up with Arteta. Arteta don't rate him no more. He's leaving and things like that. I love Smith Rowe, but I think sometimes he plays within himself. I think he could be so lit for us and more important for us. For Smith Rowe, I think he needs to stay fit, and I think it's a psychological battle now. You've had a big injury. You're seeing the team advance. Do what you need to do. DG, did you buy the green kit or not? Yeah, I did, 172 watching, 98 likes. Bang the like if you want us to win. Appreciative to that. United look shambolic. You need another 6. I don't know how they can let McTominay go, especially if you don't bring in someone like that. Midfield is crazy. And to be honest, I like Ten Hag, but the talent ID is looking a bit stinky, really, which no complaints from me. I only want Arsenal to do as good as they can. So we're going to have to watch it, people. Again, 3 points. 3 points. 3 points is all the guy wants, man. I don't want nothing else in this life. Amrabat on the way. You need someone like that. Mudryk playing Bob Marley on his story. DG Defo backing him further. I pick up Mudryk. I like him, but the agendas have to agenda. You snaked us. So don't get twisted. I do like your talent. I'm not going to lie, but I don't know if I want you to become lit. Yo, I love that shirt and the new gold and red one. I hear that one, love. Keep your thoughts, questions, talking points, etc. coming. Come on, Arsenal. Big up Fan Reactions Football Club. Hopefully we get 3 points. I can't lie at this moment, 10 minutes before kickoff. I want the game to start now, folks. I can't lie to you, man. I'm starting to get a bit nervous, but it's not nervous in relation to Palace. Big them up. They're a great team. It's just, let's just get on with it now, man. I want to see what the future has in store for us. It could be good. It could be bad. We might make it out. We might not. We're just gonna have to pray, man. Like, we're just gonna have to pray. I want it to work. I want to, when I'm coming out with the tactical vids and stuff, I just want to be here waffling with you lot. But boy, Selhurst Park's a nasty place. Nothing good comes out of South, man. Watch the back. Someone's gonna, oh, South. Oh my god. Big up the Brummies, man. Paul, shout out to you. A victory and no injuries, and I'm good, hopefully, man. Mudrik just loves chatting, man. It's not too late to do up Olympics in that. With this lineup, I think Arteta is one, playing his best 11 men, and two, treating these first new matches and as an extended pre-season with an experiment. I hear it, and if you win in an ideal world, you know, and assuming we beat Man United, Arteta gets to go, you know what, 3-4 games, I tried this, I tried that, where we at, and then let's keep it moving. Appreciate that, my guy. That's massive praise, man. And make sure you are subscribing. Hopefully we can win. Pick up your FIFA match as well. Just want 3 points, man. Again, it's too early to be looking really at what other people are doing. We just need to focus on getting 9 to 12 points on the board, making it to December, getting out December, and that January to March period, kind of navigating that. Obviously, from March to May, it's just shootout business. But City have 6 points. Man United have 3 actually. Spurs have got 4 points on the board now. Chelsea have got, I don't know, really, is it? Chelsea won, didn't they? They beat someone, or did they? I don't know, but you get the point. You just have to keep an eye on what other people are doing. Arsenal's from South, DG. It's not where you start, it's where you're at. If South was so good, mate, they would have stayed over there. Instead, they came to my neck of the woods, all right? And they set up tank here. And you know what Arsenal has to be? It is a football club, and some would say it's a business. It's got to be the best charity organization in the world, man. Because of us, there's trophies in North London. We are so nice to share, you know, the picture of a Premier League title on 2 occasions over there with them, look. Chelsea have 1 point. So there you have it. The quicker you can pattern off us and go kind of run away with our form, then when the inevitable losses and draws happen, you fall on a certain flooring. And again, every team in this league, they're trying to add the consistency. They're trying to make sure that, you know, the fitness is there. We're not really going to see, obviously, City is City and Arsenal, but not really going to see teams really, in my opinion, take shape until we see the first 10 or so games of a season. It's the same thing every year. What do you think of Tottenham? Shit. Smash the like button if you hate them lot. But yeah, if South was so good, Arsenal wouldn't have moved away, mate. It's not where you start, it's where you're at. We've got to steady the crowd early. The best way to do that is playing good football, scoring goals, man. Again, you look at the Anfield game. We did well against Liverpool at Anfield. Probably the best game at Anfield in the Premier League in hot sec. But did we win? Unfortunately not. And the key part of that is we didn't kill the game. I know Xhaka gassed the fans. I mean, fans are going to react. I think it is quite lazy to just look at that rather than how we defended. But the best way to go out there is to win the game. Play well, win the game, shut fans out. Fans are human, you know. If the players look nervous, the fans are going to look nervous 9 times out of 10. If the players look on it, the players are going to, if the players look on it, the fans are going to be on it. Now, of course, there's a balance. Sometimes the players look shook and the fans gas them up. Sometimes fans are nervous going into the game and the players give the fans optimism. But generally, it's how the thing works. Just play the game, man. Crystal Palace, it's a nasty stadium, man. It's one of the most, in my opinion, nastiest grounds. If I was a Premier League player, to try and get 3 points, but you know, this is what you got to do. You got to be able to come here, to go there, to go Brighton away like we did last year and do well. It's quite Goodison Park as well for us. Quite fortunate that Southampton got relegated, so we don't need to go St Mary's. But yeah, even Anfield and Old Trafford, even though I think the 2 games against Man United, I think we could have won in September, but we were very naive tactically and they deserved to win. We didn't get 3 points. We didn't get 3 points at Old Trafford. You need to be going into games and winning at Old Trafford, winning at Anfield, or getting something from these kind of grounds and basically every away game. To be honest, last year, we're a bit weird because the season before, it's like we were better at home. Then last season, it's like we were good at home, but it felt like the games that were filled with drama were more at the Emirates, the United games, the Bournemouth games, things like that. It seemed like we were a bit more professional away from home. I know there was that crazy Aston Villa game, but pardon me, you know, it seemed like we were just better away from home, in my opinion, or a tiny bit more focus, I'd say, away from home. Appreciate that. In another world, DG is a Spurs fan, and him and X do a podcast called Deluded Source. Smiling for Spurs. What? All right, whatever that means. Why do you think that is, Carl? Pre-season, the time to start? Because you're not going to go off for at what, a month max, and everything the manager wants to improve from last season, everything that, you know, in terms of fitness, you're not just going to, players joining clubs, you're not just going to train for 2-3 weeks and it's all like that, really. It takes forever to unlearn bad habits and it takes forever to learn good ones, and time will tell, really and truly. Opinions on Doku, love the guy, baller, pacey. The only thing with him to go to that next level, in my opinion, is you now start getting goals and assists, or just being a bit more sensible with your decision making in the final third, or you're going to stay at the level you're at, which you're at City, it's great, or you're going to go to the next level. I mean, Basuba looks wavy for Spurs in the first 2 games, but dead that smiling thing, man. Not going to lie, bruv, this formation got me worried. Big up DG in the nation. We're just going to have to go and do it, man. Street saying Enzo has never seen the top half of the table with Chelsea. He's saying he still has to accept cookies to see where Chelsea are in the league. Crazy. Yeah, and I mean, if you've got FPL, Gabriel's a bit of an L there. Listen, I'm going to go for 2-1 Arsenal. I'm nervous. I am kind of shook. I'm not going to lie to you, but I'm feeling every emotion. If I just look at some statistics and read them off quickly to you lot just before the game kicks off. Gabriel Martinelli has scored 3 goals in his last 5 Premier League appearances against Crystal Palace. Arsenal have kept just 2 clean sheets in our last 12 Premier League matches. We've already discussed the Gabriel one. Gabby Martinelli, that is. Arsenal have played 4 Monday night Premier League games away from home under Mikel Arteta and lost all 4, including one at Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. To be fair to Tavares and them, man, were left back, I swear. Only at Villa Park, 14 of Arsenal won more Premier League away games than they have at Selhurst Park with 13. So that's a nice positive one, people. The last time Roy Hodgson lost a home Premier League match against Crystal Palace manager was against Arsenal in May of 2021. Crystal Palace have only ever won their first home game of a Premier League season in one of their 14 Premier League campaigns, winning 1, drawing 3 and losing 10. 2 of their opening home defeats have been against Arsenal in 2015-16 and in 2022-23. So hopefully that could be today. Respectfully, big up Palace, man. It's the Ian Wright derby. Arsenal have lost none of their last 12 Premier League London derbies, drawing 2 and winning 10. Hopefully that record stays intact, people. We're 3 minutes away from seeing it. Hopefully there is no injuries. Man said Raya to come on in the second half. In a nice way, Raya, I don't want to see you because typically the keeper only comes on if the manager is trying to disrespect his other manager or if there's an injury. I think this Xhaka art got Arteta hooked on this turnaround business. I can't explain Havertz signing any other way. I think as much as I like Arteta's issue is he likes to turn hoes into housewives too much. Like, you know, the minute you're a bit of a young player, you're not hitting off, Arteta wants to save you. Let's just hope it works. Hopefully we put Roy Hodgson into early retirement today, man. You know, he came out of retirement. Hopefully he gets put back in there, man. We need to stress him today. Big up, Roy. So glad we kept Partey regardless where he starts, beast. Hopefully the huddles are being done. Come on, boys. Don't disappoint me, please. It's Monday. It's Carnival week. Well, not technically, but you get the point. Well, yeah, Carnival's on Sunday. Let's go. Come on, boys. Please, lads. No one ramp. Please, lads. Please, lads. No one ramp. Wants to fix everyone. Arteta's a done, man. Big up yourself, FK, man. Orange juice. Palace is a spooky place to play. Remind me of our Bolton days with the kind of football Sam Allardyce hated us. Ramsdale clean sheet. Would love that for him. I think he deserved the clean sheet, in my opinion, in the last game we played. But unfortunately, we weren't able to collectively do that as a team. Hopefully, we can today. If you haven't subscribed, smash the like button. Then I don't know what you're doing. One love to the Twitch ones. Kickoff is imminent, folks. Time for talking. It's still here. Keep your thoughts coming, but it's almost not. R.I.P. Trevor Francis as well, man. It's quite poor news. Thoughts with his family. I want to see Saka get a goal, hopefully, but as long as we win, I don't care who scores, but I hope it's Saka. I hear that. First thing I want is 3 points. Don't care how you get it. And for us to obviously score goals to get that, don't care how you do it. Obviously, if we're able to do that, then yeah, man, you know, Saka, I want to see you get 15 league plus goals or double figures. Martinelli the same. Would love to see Eddie score as well, man. It's his neck of the woods. You know what? Eddie and Ketty at any time. You know, I'm going with the scorers from last week. Saka and Nketiah, but then again, you know what? Martinelli's a banker. You know, Nketiah, you know, 3-0, 2-0. Saka Martinelli, I changed my mind, Eddie. I'm sorry. Arsenal will kick off, people. Come on, boys, man. We need to play to the standard where I sit here and I say to you guys, you know what? We oversold Selhurst Park. Come on, ref. And Nketiah's kicked us off, people. It's Arsenal against Crystal Palace. Ramsdale's gone long early doors. Who's going to win that? Go on, Kai. Kai wins it. Eddie, get there. Crystal Palace have cleared their lines. Thomas Partey, that was a poor decision. Killed Rice there. But Rice is able to get it back for us. Bit of a dodgy one from Rice. Tomiyasu gets it under. Come on, boys. Oh, Tommy, what's that? Ref, that's a foul early doors on Martinelli. I'm a liar. Bit nervy. Come on, boys. Shake the cobwebs out early doors, please. I love to see Havertz shot some non-stayers up with a rocket from top of the box. Score some goals, man. Score some goals. 3-0, God willing. DG, give a shout on kickoff so I can line up the play without delays. I think I did that without inadvertently. No, I'm sorry if I haven't, but we're 47 seconds into this currently. Of course, it's 0-0. Benjamin White. Martin Odegaard. If you lot have noticed, he's actually been operating slightly deeper on that right-hand side since definitely the game against Nottingham Forest. Benjamin White's gone home to Ramsdale. Benjamin White, ain't gonna lie, these are the games you do want to kind of see. Gabriel. Thomas Partey. You know what to expect with a Roy Hodgson side. They're gonna be well drilled off the ball. They're gonna be compact. We're gonna have to be patient. Saliba skips out. Thomas Partey is inverting into midfield and has found Benjamin White. Benjamin White to Saka. I know it's early doors, but Saka receiving on the halfway line is a pet peeve of mine. He's found Eddie. It's ricocheted to Havertz. Havertz, go on, lad. Go on, lad. Forget everyone. You're the best in the world. Havertz, that's our ball. Hey, Martinelli, slap it. Slap it, man. Slap it. What are we waiting for? Hey, 1-0 early doors. What are we doing? Declan Rice keeps it. Boys, they're nervous, you know. Martinelli, I don't know what he was waiting for. But we've kept possession, ref. There's a push there from Gurhey. How many, ref? Early doors. Tomiyasu wins it. Boys, come on. There's goals here, early doors, you know, if we do what we need to do. Palace are looking a bit nervous. Big up Crystal Palace, but we might be able to do something here. Saka. As I was saying, one of my pet peeves is Saka receiving it on the halfway line. Not going to lie, Tomiyasu's ball playing worries me. I don't think it's that deep. I just think he's not the most drippiest of players. Mitchell up against Saka will be a good battle. Saka has found Martin Odegaard. Odegaard has gone backwards. Benjamin White. Early doors, lion's share of possession from Arsenal. Almost every player apart from Ramsdale's in their half. We had to expect this at times. Is this really how we're developing as a team? I can get used to this, you know. Benjamin White. Pardon me, William Saliba. Can we just move it a bit quicker, We've got to be patient. Saliba gives it to Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu found Martinelli. Martinelli finds Thomas Partey, who's doing up midfield duties. Finds Benjamin White. Benjamin White, early doors, it looks like he's going to have a lot of possession. He's found Eddie Nketiah. Eddie Nketiah has palmed it out wide to Saka. Saka, take him on. You're the best in the world. Black Iron Robin. Forget everyone. Skips past Mitchell. Forced to go backwards. Good defending, to be fair. There was nowhere for Saka to go. Benjamin White. Martin Odegaard. Partey. Oh, you could have gave it first time back to Odegaard, but we've kept possession. Come on, boy. Decent start. Defo doing your best to kind of calm me down. I do prefer seeing my team like this. In fact, let's start making some notes first. Sorry, folks. Just mentally making a note. We're in. Saka. Oh, corner doors, early doors. The only thing Bukayo Saka can't do consistently is put in a good corner. Hopefully he does today. We should have one already. I don't know what we was waiting for. That was our ball from Havertz. Little good play from Havertz, man, forcing the issue. I don't know what Martinelli was waiting for. Took too long, man. We scored 13 goals last season from corners. We're tied with Spurs for 13. Liverpool had 12. Fulham had 11. Only time you really see Spurs second for anything there long first. Ref, Lerma's got hands all over Declan Rice. I hope you're watching, ref. I hope you're watching. Bukayo Saka delivers. It's a decent knock. Unfortunately, it's come to nothing. Eze, Saka, you could dive there, you know. You've seen penalties in the Prem. It's, you know, Crystal Palace have dealt with it. Benjamin White's found Saka. Saka to Partey. Partey, that was a blind pass. And we've gifted it away cheaply. And Palace have tried to counter-attack with Edouard. Fortunately, Arsenal defenders and Ramsdale on the case. Saliba's found Declan Rice. Nervous of getting caught on the counter. They'll be waiting for it. Exactly, we need to be mature. Partey to Saka. Saka against Mitchell. I've said it once, I'll say it again. It's a good battle, man. Good left back versus a good right winger. Saka loses that. It's a poor pass from him, really. And Crystal Palace say thank you. But one thing I do like about Arteta year in, year out, the minute we lose the ball, very aggressive. Ref, that's our ball. Ref, the ball's gone. Ref, the ball went 10 years ago. Somehow that's their throw anyways. Palace fans, I'm sorry. I want every advantage we could possibly get. Shout out the members, and you are right. We have to be aware of the transition and counter, and we've got to make possession correlate. Big up Raya, sat next to Reece Nelson on the bench. You know, Raya knows I ain't playing today, and I think we're all nervous of the counter attack. The worst thing you want to do away from home is go a goal behind, man. Only 5 minutes in, but we've seen plenty of the ball. We've had the lion's share of the ball. We started a lot more confident than I thought. You know, curse of the commentator party is absolutely punched that at Saka, and it's throwing early doors for Crystal Palace. But yeah, I think so far we've made a good start. Plenty of the ball. More confident than I thought. Martinelli early doors. But hopefully Martinelli scores and we don't care about that. Nonetheless, Saliba. Players have seen plenty of the ball early doors on this Monday night. Where Arteta doesn't have the best of records in Monday night fixtures. Hopefully it's time to break that. Hearing Declan Rice as a gunner is still crazy. It is, man. Ball's been switched to Bukayo Saka. Decent touch. Hudson-Odoi could never. Benjamin White. Centre-backs / Partey seen plenty of the ball, which if you're Palace, you don't mind that. Saka's seen a lot as well. Tomiyasu to Declan Rice. It is crazy. Martinelli, good touch. Don't lose it, lad. Don't lose it. Gets us out. Saliba, Benjamin White. I can't lie. I think you lot could be a bit more adventurous on the ball. And that's the thing I like about Gabriel. He'll force the issue. Saliba, that's a decent knock. Eddie, could we do better there? Oh, come on, Rev. Anderson's about 6 foot something. He's saying it's a foul. Unlucky from Saliba. He tried to find it. Come on, Rev. Bit of an easy one, don't you think? No, Gabriel, again, something's going on there. Hope we're not selling him. We'll just have to see by the end of the window, really and truly. I guess we'll never know. 124 likes. One love if you hit the like button. Can we get to 200 for the end of the stream? And William Saliba did make his debut a year ago against Crystal Palace. It'd be nice if he scores. Andre Ayew for Crystal Palace, forced to go backwards to Anderson. Ooh, Anderson gambling. Eddie Nketiah almost picked his pocket. Johnson does well, really. Don't let them out, Saka. Don't let them out. Don't let them out. That's ours. Don't let them out. They're half boys. Don't let them out. They're half boys. Partey, don't let me see you get bullied like that. I can't lie. Slop is kind of dense still. Oh, we've made a mess there, and Crystal Palace are attacking. We made a mess there defensively. Ayew down this right-hand side. Tomiyasu, get him. Oi. The cross came in. Ramsdale looked alert. Saliba's backstick the way it came from. But again, Palace have the quality to trouble us. That's terrible on the transition from all of us. That was soft. That's where we need to do better. If you've got links, share them, please. So, yeah, man. We can't get complacent. Possession needs to correlate to chances. It's only been 8 minutes, but we need to put Johnson under the cosh. The longer the game goes on, naturally, the more Crystal Palace will grow in confidence. As you can see here, it's their time in possession. Anderson's tried to clip it over the top. Tomiyasu's made a mess slightly of that. But he's hooked it. All right, we can work with that. No, we can't. It's straight to a red and blue shirt. Gurhi, hey, boys, Gurhi can't be allowed to just dribble forward like that. Slot. Boys, we're going to do it the hard way today, aren't we? Mitchell lost it there. That's poor from Mitchell. Saka, let's get out of there. I don't know what that was, Saka, but that wasn't finessing Slop. Appreciate you, Delta. You would love a goal, as I'm sure all of you lot would. Looks like it has the shapings to be decent for the neutrals. I hope it's boring for non-Arsenal fans. In that we just win the game, go home. But we've got to, really got to do a lot more than this. I mean, so far, so good. 9 minutes in. The less of Eze I see, the better. He has the quality to trouble us. And you know what? If I was him, Arsenal released me as a kid, I want to score and do a little bit to maybe even dent their title aspirations. Saliba to Benjamin White. Tomiyasu's touch is awful. Harsh to call it awful, but I hear it. Benjamin White. Saliba. Come on, boys. Move for him, man. Can't just be Odegaard. Everyone keeps making that tired run. Martinelli. Declan Rice. Tomiyasu, I can't lie, Zinni, this is kind of where you want Zinchenko to do that wavy stuff, really, but he's not fully fit. Benjamin White, Rice has called for it. Well in Rice. Come over the top, left peg. I like that Declan. He didn't do what I said, but he's calm. He finds Bukayo Saka. Can't believe they're not only international colleagues, but club mates as well. Like that from Rice. Started to show a lot more. Saliba. He's got it all, ain't he, mate? New contract. All these things. Partey. Ref, that's a late one on Partey, ref. Have a word. Benjamin White over the top for Saka. Saka, please. Just do something wavy. Saka to Eddie. He killed Eddie in truth, really. Palace have dealt with that. No, they ain't. They found Benjamin White. Odegaard body. And he's back here with Saka again on this right-hand side. Bukayo Saka to Martin Odegaard. Rice made the made the overlapping run. But the left footers are keeping it between them. It's a 1-2 between Odegaard and Saka on this right-hand side. Odegaard twisting and turning the class region. He's found Benjamin White. Benjamin White he's found Saka. Saka, I don't know if that was a cross or a shot. It looked like Odegaard was telling him to delay what he was about to do and he didn't quite listen, but it's cool. This is definitely going to be competitive. It's the Premier League. It has to be. I mean, I think Saka was going for goal, but I'm going to say he crossed it. Try save him. Yochin Anderson. Ooh, lovely chop inside to send Nketiah a shot quickly. Lovely to see Nketiah trying, but he got sent there. As we know, Anderson and Gurley are quite good on the ball, especially Anderson. He will bring it forward. I do like to see Eze in his own half getting on the ball. That tells me a number 10 is very frustrated that he ain't getting it in positions he can harm us. Therefore, a shot. Nah, that was Hudson-Odoi. That weren't Saka. It must have been Sancho or something, or Anthony. One of them guys. That weren't Saka. Well in Martinelli. No, not strong enough to quit. That's ours, though, ref. That's ours. Is it ours? Ref, whose throw is it? Oh, how is it Palace's? Ward on this right-hand side. It's gone backwards. Keep going. No Zaha, no Elise. Don't know where Nathaniel Klein is. Crystal Palace are changing, man. Sam Johnson, 11 minutes into this Monday night game. Johnson. Ooh, I don't know if that's going to help Mitchell. That was terrible. Saka wins the header. It will be a Palace throw-in, but that was a terrible attempt to play it to your left back. Had no chance of bringing that under, really and truly. Absolutely no chance. But fair enough. It's over here on the left-hand side. Ref, he's creeping forward, ref. We've had 77% of the ball to 23. Again, that needs to correlate to goals. Roy Hodgson put on his glasses. It might be peak. Ball over the top to Saka is working for us. It almost got us there. I did like that attempted Saliba pass into Nketiah. You know, just needed a bit more quality on that, and we really would have been laughing. Aaron Ramsdale. I mean, our defenders, plenty of the ball early doors. Havertz keeps making that lovely forward run, and Nketiah can't bring that under. Hey, look at me. And Crystal Palace are on the counter attack here. The guy's not done well enough. That's where we need to be stronger. Lerma. That's a good ball, really. Partey, see it out. See it out. Well, fair enough. He doesn't see it out, but he keeps the ball. Finds Odegaard. That's great football. Benjamin White. Partey. Oh, Benjamin, you're killing him. Let's clear our lines. Eddie's done well, really, and it's fallen to Saka. What was that? Saka's moving mad, but we're on the counter attack. It's 3 against 3. Saka, they're going to foul you. Eddie and Nketiah has pulled to this right-hand channel. Eddie, look up, look up, look up, look up, look up. That's our ball. Saka hit the deck. Corner kick. Do you know what? I think we could have spreaded it to the left-hand side, pause a lot quicker, but you know what? It's resulted in a corner. I think Eddie did very well there. Saka got a bit of fortune, but he did all right there. Unfortunately, it's not been put in the back of the Crystal Palace net, which is all that matters, but at least we got a corner from it. Gurley, the man it ricocheted off. Don't forget Martinelli on the left with the ball over the top too. Probably have to be patient, man. It's only been 13 minutes, basically 14. It's 13:48 on the clock right now. Another corner for Bukayo Saka. Come on, boys. Tomiyasu, Declan Rice, Saliba, White, if you're in there. Bukayo Saka with the corner. It's a 3-1 for Sam Johnson in goal to pick that up, man. No trouble there. Confident catch from the Crystal Palace goalie. Really, that's probably what you want to see if you're Roy Hodgson. And the only thing I don't like is the more the game goes on, unfortunately, Palace say, you know what, forget Arsenal. Who cares that they finished second and Arteta's doing this and that and the players they got? We're in this. They did look a bit, not nervous, but a bit respectful 5 minutes ago. It's a bit more of an even contest now. But again, Ramsdale, Johnson on paper haven't had to make a significant save. Oh, that ball's killed us. That ball over the top was great. Edouard's done well to hold it up against Saliba. Saliba still snapping in. I mean, he's forced his man backwards, but he can't win it. Decore is here with Ward. As I said, Palace beginning to grow in confidence now. AU on this right-hand side. Tomiyasu, don't get finessed. Tommy. Ramsdale with the first set. Boys. Anyways, Havertz. That's a ball to Martinelli. No, it's not. There's too much on that. Anderson's never getting finesse. Ref, never a foul. Ref. You gave a foul for that. They didn't touch him. Didn't touch him, ref. Can't lie, Tommy actually got finessed too easily by AU there, man. Them step overs were dead as well. The cross came in. Ramsdale made the first save. Big parry, better yet. Again, it's Palace now, but again, it's lovely to see Eze's in his own half receiving the ball. We're in trouble here. They're playing some defense splitting passes. Oh God, Edouard, yeah, we're gonna go behind today, aren't we? We're on a mad thing. They're appealing for a handball. Are they getting that? I don't think so. White, you good, yeah? Benjamin White looks like he's holding his grip, boys. How have we lost it again? Boys, what am I doing? Hey, Ramsdale, relax. Boys, relax. How did we lose it that quick? Boys, calm down. Benjamin White, he's moving a bit gingerly. He's all right. Can't lie. Let's see that again. Appeals for a handball. It's hit him in his bollocks, man. What can a man do? Edouard, you're shameless, you know. It hit a man in his crotch and you're saying handball. I respect the shamelessness, but come on. That is shamelessness at its finest. I respect it. No way you're appealing that. Anyway, Saliba in possession. Ball over the top. This is dead, though, man. That can't be the only option. Palace don't mind that. They're better at dealing with those sort of things. When you try to play football, Palace playing better football than us. We're getting popped. Benjamin White's tried to nick it. He's lost it, and you need to get back. We're in no man's land now. Slop. Now. Starting to move sloppy, man. Saliba win the header. Well in. Where's the seconds? Tomiyasu, get there. Don't let AU get there. Get there. Tommy, you're not the guy for that. Throw in. Relax, man. You're not the guy for that. Just chill. Do what you do. My defender, just distribute the ball to the guys that do the wavy stuff. Funny enough, though, we've had 33 passes in the final third. They've had 6. Saliba. Benjamin White. Let's hope it works out, man. If you haven't hit the like button, you know what to do. Twitch gang, appreciative. Saliba. Come on, boys. Who's showing, man? It can't be the same ball over the top all the time. Odegaard is such a wavy footballer. You can see him offering an angle. And it's not that players aren't, but it's a bit predictable. And look at the man in possession, Odegaard. Eddie Nketiah didn't even know what's going on, but he's done well to really and truly keep possession along with Odegaard. It's been swapped to the opposite flank. Tomiyasu to Martinelli. Take him on, man. Take him on. Take him on. Head up, head up. Don't run inside. Don't run inside. Don't run inside. Gives it back to Tomiyasu out wide. Tommy, come on, lad. Bandulu stuff from Tomiyasu, but he gets past his man. That's a crunching tackle by Wood. I can't lie, it's a corner, but that's a lovely one still. Committed tackle. Big up Tomiyasu. Forced us a corner there. It was Bandulu, but I don't mind that. That's a lovely tackle. Asking for trouble with White at centre back. AU as a winger. I hear it, DG. Bro, I can't lie. IU as a winger, we need to leave with 3 points. That's a vial, man. To be fair, Ramsdale can't take any chances. If he doesn't feel he can touch it, do what you need to do. Tommy was a liability there. KT would have blocked that cross. I hear you, but I'm not just going to kill a man for one action. Because when Tierney came on against City, you saw what happened. As much as I think Tierney's lit. Corner kick to Arsenal. Martinelli with a try. That's a decent knock. Come on, boys. Back's the same way it came. Another corner. Boys, let's do one from the training ground. Ref, watch the hands. Saliba, White, Rice. Please, someone make a meal of it. Ref, are you seeing this, Ben? Are you seeing what's going on with Declan Rice? Sorry. Look at the hands, ref. Martinelli with another corner. It's a decent one. It's been backed out again. Martinelli won't wait for the throw. He's kept it alive. Is he putting it back in? That's a decent knock. Unfortunately, it's to the wrong shirt. Palace deal with that. It's in the hands of Johnson. Come on, boys. Someone stand in front of the keeper. Eddie, where are you? Stand in front of the keeper. 20 minutes in, I'm not going to lie. I don't think we're any closer to scoring, but it's all right as long as it's 0-0, I guess. It's an even contest currently. Not really asking any questions. And AU's down this right-hand side again. You lot don't get finessed by AU right wing. Come on, man. It's unacceptable. Swear, he said he was close to joining Arsenal. I'm on Decore watch, watching closely. If Arteta wants to play Havertz, just play him at forward and keep Partey in midfield. I hear it. Palace playing some good football here. Eze. Tommy Asu, you got to get there. IU out wide. Boys, ref, hey, Tommy. Okay, Palace still have it. It's here with Ward on this right-hand side. He puts a cross in. That's dead, boys. Saka, get your body there. Get your body there. Mitchell wants Saka. He didn't have to do that, man. You're better than that. Player like you could have bought yourself an extra 5 minutes and done something wavy. It's back to Palace. Palace got all, now it's all Arsenal in our own half, people. Let's be honest. We know Selhurst Park, you have to suffer. It's a nasty ground to come and try and get 3 points. This is great play from Palace, by the way. Eze skip past Havertz. Fancies the shot. Rice lets him know it's not that party. Decore goes for it. Probably shows why he's a box-to-box sort of midfielder and not someone that is a goal-scoring midfielder. But that's positive for Roy Hodgson and Crystal Palace. Arteta fixing what wasn't broken. Zeesh for all our possession. Palace have had the better chances. There you have it. It's what you do with it. DG the Dark Arts General. I wish commentary on point as always. Big up yourself, DG. I don't know about that, but massive praise. Appreciate that. Appreciate you, Harry, as well. Rate the fact that you rate the content. I mean, Arteta don't look worried. So right now, I'm not going to be worried. But Gaffer, please. 20 minutes in. It's not that I'm not happy. It's you want a bit more. Ramsdale to Rice to William Saliba. Forward, man. Forward. Gives it back to Declan Rice. Declan Rice finds Bukayo Saka. Apologies. Thomas Partey. How did I get that mixed up? Partey. Is that going to pay off? Good switch of possession. He finds Martinelli. What can Martinelli do? Plays it to Tommy. Plays it to Havertz on this left-hand side. Kai Havertz. Tommy Asu. I bang it, Tommy. He didn't believe in himself. Partey. Saliba. Odegaard begging for the ball. Gets it now. Saliba, that's not the best of pass. He punched out Odegaard, but he keeps it in play. What a player Odegaard is. Tommy didn't flinch. He can take it. Okay. Saliba. Rice. Odegaard. I wonder how much, not that anyone's playing bad, but I wonder how many minutes has Zinchenko got in the tank. You might need him to do that inverted left back centre mid stuff. It's a bit slow. It's a tiny bit predictable. Odegaard's kind of shoehorned on that right-hand side. That the way it's moving, you kind of want him centrally, really, so he can conduct things. Tommy Asu. Martinelli. But that's the thing with Tommy Asu. Martinelli keeps receiving it where he's having to step backwards. You want him to run into it. I'm not criticizing Tommy Asu. That's just what's going to happen. Right, is that Bukayo Saka left wing? Okay. And Martinelli's on the right-hand side, left-hand side. This is crazy from us, man. Partey. Saliba. Odegaard. As I said, I want to see him central. There he is. Switches play. Aggressive, Martinelli. Aggressive. We need aggression. Oh, look at the run from Odegaard. Tommy. Odegaard's there, you know. Odegaard. Havertz. Martinelli. Tommy Asu. Declan Rice. Right, that's a good passage to play. Martinelli. Aggressive. Odegaard's there. I bang it. Don't pass Odegaard. You got to use your right peg, lad. Too much play, boys. Can we get a shot away? Kai Havertz. Tommy Asu. Havertz. Not too many options to aim for in the box. Havertz and Odegaard combined. Tommy Asu. That's a good cross. Saka, the touch has to be better and we're gone, you know. Lucky. Declan Rice. We're going to have to earn the 3 points here. Eze and Ayu are getting way too much space. DG, appreciate that. Appreciate the comments, the positive comments. Monday night at Selhurst Park, work for that 3 points, as it should be in the Premier League. Martinelli. Is he going to take on Ward and get away with it? Martinelli, head down, get your head up. Good defending by Palace. Killed Tommy Asu. Tommy Asu fell on the floor there. Boys, let's defend this 3 against 2 here. Ayu. Good hold-up play from the Palace lad. Slows things down. Crystal Palace are in possession now. Lerma. It's going to be a difficult task today. Gurhey. Come on, boys. He's a Cobham one. Get onto him. Johnson. Gives it back to Gurley. Mark Gurley. Aye, boys, they're gonna lose it, you know. They're gonna lose it. What do I know? Ward's got it. Good run from the right back. Didn't see you in camera shot. 2 against 1 for Tomiyasu. Where's Tomiyasu support? Ward plays it to Ayu. Ayu delivers. Ramsdale collects, fortunately for us. Part of useless spell of possession. This FIFA kind of goal thing is not working. Just shoot the ball. Odegaard should have shot. Throwing out a system we've been developing for at least 3 seasons and almost won us the league is just a madness. To be fair, it's just not been played. It don't mean it's necessarily been thrown out today. 20 minutes left of the half, people. We're 25 minutes and 12 seconds into this. Is still 0-0. Not much to scream and shout about. I think regardless of the statistics, Palace have had the more clear-cut opportunities, but I think even saying clear-cut is overrating it. There's been 7 shots in general. Palace have had 4. We've had 3. We've had none on target. They've had 1. So as I was saying, keepers didn't have much to do. Saka delivers. Anderson heads clear. Declan Rice. Good bit of play from Declan Rice there. Martinelli. Up against Ward, who's so far done okay against the Brazilian winger. Declan Rice, that's a ball into Eddie. Eddie, hold it. Well in, Eddie. Eddie Nketiah skips past one. Go on, Eddie. Go on. I don't. Oi! Oi, ref! Oi! Oi! Eddie, play to the whistle. Why are we stopping? Has the ref blown for the pen? Lovely from Declan Rice. Ref, oi! Play on. The ref ain't said that, ref. That's a dangerous one from AU. I think you got to send him off. I can still see Kai Havertz's ankle in the sky. You got a yellow card. Boy, I don't know what the nearest prison would be to Crystal Palace. Is it Brick? I mean, yeah, is it Brixton? Is it Thameside? Either way, I think Ayu's got to be remanded. What was that? Fantastic tackle by Declan Rice on Ayu initially. Nah, a yellow card's probably appropriate. Did catch him. Ref, just have a look at VAR. Just have a look. Ref, don't let Ayu talk to you like that. You've given him a yellow card and he's getting all in your grill. Don't let him talk to you like that. It's very intimidating. You should book him again. Should really book him again, ref. Good little run there from... Nah, Eddie's looking for that. Eddie got it straight away. Yeah, I can't lie. Eddie tried to Banduli one. I don't mind that you're thinking. Both grabbing each other. Eddie's playing for that. I can't cap. He's looking for that. But I like it. Every good player had a bit of an edge to them. Henry had it. Perez had it. Got to be able to do it. We've got a free kick, though. Nice try. He tried it, Tig. I'll be furious if Gabriel is sold. We need him. How do you think we'll do in the Champions League? Let's just give a good account of ourselves, man. Let's just give a good account of ourselves. You could say Eddie might be fortunate he wasn't booked off that terrible attempt to dive, but I never saw it, so I personally can't comment on it, just based on what some of you lot are saying. We've got a free kick. Can Odegaard find the teammate? Come on, man. A goal wouldn't go amiss, but a goal probably means this game would open right up and be enjoyable for the neutrals. What's going on there? Not quite sure why Odegaard's been reluctant there. Hopefully there's something from the training ground. It was always going to have to be perfect to beat the Crystal Palace goalie from there, and it weren't. Goal kick Crystal Palace. Party tried, man. That was a sensational dive from Eddie. Shame about that. Arteta's doing too much for this team. He's making it difficult. Eddie isn't good, bit harsh. I hope we don't try this against Brighton or Brentford. It'll be a thrashing. Yeah, well, I agree with you. If you haven't hit the like button, smash it, people. I agree, man. I want to see Gabriel back in the team sooner rather than later. I'm not too sure on how long Arteta's going to run this experiment, but yeah, man. Pressing high and wide. He's done well to get Palace out of that. Slop, no foul party. Slop's a strong customer. Havertz is in there. Saka's in there. Eddie's in. Eddie. Speak or pose. Yeah! Oh, that's a shake! That is a shake! Oh! Unlucky Eddie's hit the post. That is a shake. That is a... keep going. Hey, take your hands off your head. Keep going. That's a shake. Oh, that's a shake. Slop, lucky. No man's land. Eddie, cute little turn. Gets on another day that just caresses the inside of the post and goes in inches. That's what she said. Oh, I thought it was just going to hit the post and crumble in. Good bit of play from Edward. Our best chance of the game. Unlucky, man. Unlucky. Made it out of nothing. Grafter, lad. I thought we did it. That's a shag. 15 minutes left of the first half anyways, folks. Nah, I wouldn't say Eddie's not good. I mean, I wouldn't say Eddie's not good. I don't think he's amazing, but is it? I mean, we're allowed our thoughts as fans. I'm not saying you're wrong, but like we're stuck here. Well, you're stuck here on YouTube. Not dissing you, but you're stuck here on YouTube saying he's not good enough. End of the day, he's playing Premier League football. Too much on that for Bukayo Saka. Just shows you football's a game of opinions. Man said, please, Palace say football. I'm asking for. You might argue Spurs done that the weekend. Come on, we get it. Eddie had a clear-cut chance. You don't need to keep zooming into his face and stuff. Can show us the game. We've got 15 minutes left. Good from Eddie, but unfortunately, he ain't put us in the lead. Sam Johnson with the goal kick. Declan Rice wins the header. What about the seconds, boys? Martinelli, what about the thirds? Eze in possession. Rice, disarm him. That's why you got released, Eze. You didn't deserve that. Aaron Ramsdale, Cruyff turn, show Riot. Okay, he's just gone long. Saka's never going to get that. Mitchell, ooh, cute bit of play. Never a foul, ref. Hey, ref. Saka's for that. Ref, hey, come on. Ref, that's a booking. He's got nowhere near that on Saka. Come on. He's nervous, boys. He's nervous. Mitchell's nervous. Gurley, that weren't the best of passes. They're nervous, boys. Two very good players, the two England lads over there. Nervous, boys. Anyway, plays resumed. Come on, man. We can't be... I don't think both teams can be surprised as to why they ain't scored. Neither team's done enough to break the deadlock. Apologies, folks. Very unlucky. Very unlucky, but we don't need unlucky. We need goals, people. We need finishes. And right now, I don't know where that comes from, but things could change in a second. Benjamin White, Partey. I wonder if Arteta at halftime might just change things. Eddie thought he was fouled there. I'm always going to think that as an Arsenal fan. Palace deal with it. Benjamin White wins the header. Saka tries to head it on. Eddie's got no chance there. Come on, boys. Game management. 15 minutes left of the first half, man. Don't ruin the manager's team talk. Let's try and ruin Roy Hodgson's. Boy. Need to get it going, man. Need to get it going. Bukayo Saka. Good play. Benjamin White. Come on, Rice once. Rice gets it. Rice taking a bit of authority in this game. I like it. Driving forward. Finds Tobiyasu. Tommy, stop going back home. I respect it, but come on, you're better than that, man. Martinelli. Trying his best Kevin De Bruyne impression. He switches play for Saka. Saka take him on, man. Finds Odegaard. Oh, boy. Saka, you could see not to pass that to him. Odegaard, you're so good at staying on the side. Why the hell are you offside there? That's poor from us, man. Free kick to Palace. That's silliness. I reckon Trossard Freddie would work well against this low block business. I mean, Trossard's one of our best impactors off the bench, so you'd imagine he'll be introduced at some point. Boy, Southgate in the building. Alan Pardew in the building. Crystal Palace royalty in the cut. I mean, I don't want to be reactionary, but I don't think anyone... Ref, that's another yellow potentially. Saka clipped again. Could you get Gabriel and Zinchenko on the pitch? You get Gabriel. Obviously, Benjamin White goes to right back. Or even just Gabriel put Partey in the midfield, man. I don't know what happened to Rice. Partey's doing up doctor. I think someone scratched Rice's eye. What happened to him? I hope he's all right. I don't know what happened to Declan Rice there. But it's like he's signaling towards his eye. I don't know what happened there. Is it a contact lens? Does Declan Rice wear contacts? I don't know. I actually don't know what's going on there. I don't know if he's been scratched in his face, if he's wearing contacts, if it's his nose, but he's receiving medical treatment currently. I think he has got contacts, you know. I think it is. Come on, let the lad back on. Can't believe we got Rice, baby. I think it is contacts. Didn't know Declan Rice wore contacts. Now we doing it. Potentially. William Saliba, that touch was horrible. And you could be in Saliba. You better get back for that. Oh, we're in trouble, you know. Did Saliba win the ball? Saliba, my heart can't take them slide tackles in the box, you know. It was lovely, good get back, but The best defenders don't have to get into those situations. The first touch should have been better first time. Great player, but good player. But yeah, man, it was reactionary in itself. That scared me, man. I need to see the replay. But we got away with that. Martinelli. Quite crazy. Martinelli doing up 10 today. Like Martinelli dribbling in central areas. They laughed at me in Football Manager when I made him a support striker. Bukayo Saka against Mitchell. Goes backwards. Thomas Partey. If we had Diaby or Kudus quick to link up with, we would break this low block. Van Dijk regen. Who? Better than shameless sayings. Odegaard. 10 minutes left of the first half. Martin Odegaard. Declan Rice. Bang it. Eddie, pattern me. Eddie, what Eddie? Eddie. I hope he was offside, you know. Eddie. Show me he was offside, please. It's coming, Eddie. It's coming. Pause. Eddie, please. Oh, you was on that. Why did you do that, fam? Why did you chip it? I got a lot of time for you, Eddie, but you're feeling the number 14 thing too much, Eddie. And look at as soon as he's lost his foot, he knows he's effed it, lad. Saliba bust case with that reactionary bit of defending, but that's where the focus is. What a tackle. I was nervous, Saliba. You can't blame me. I still got PTSD of Arsenal defenders sliding in the box. But yeah, man. Speaking of defending, Saliba's having to defend again. Get out. Ref, the ball's gone out. Anyways, Declan Rice is there. Attempts to clear his lines is poor in truth, but it's a throw-in for us. Eddie. We've hit the poles. Oh, I wouldn't even say half chances, but I want a better phrase. Half chances. Half chances. Lovely tackle from Saliba, but it was reactionary. Keep going, man. Striker is one of the best jobs in the world, really and truly, because you can miss all these chances. You score, who cares? He's hit the post. Probably gone for the chip where he didn't need to do that. Oh, man. Big up you lot for tuning in. Keep your thoughts, opinions, and whatnot. As we get closer to halftime, don't forget to let me know your halftime team thoughts. Benjamin White. Partey playing as a conventional right back now, galloping forward. Thomas Partey, that touch was horrible, but we get away with that. It's not that we're playing poor. I just don't think there's enough options for the man in possession, really. Saka's one of them, and he's been found here. Bukayo Saka drops a shoulder again. Plays it inside to Declan Rice. Declan Rice skips out Saka, finds Wondergaard, the class region, the captain. Odegaard, such an enjoyable footballer, man. Odegaard delivers, no one really there, really. Never a foul, ref, no. Play on both teams. Ref, Arsenal man's down, let's stop. Hopefully that's not head injuries. I think Odegaard and Mitchell have had a bump of heads there. Apologies, not Mitchell, Edouard. I hope both men are all right. Lovely tackle from Saliba, but the touch. To be fair, how is Edouard injured? You've elbowed Odegaard. I mean, how is Edouard injured? You've elbowed Odegaard. If anything, Odegaard should be feeling a fat cocoa in his head. Come on, boys. Trossard would have buried at least one of the Eddie chances, not going to lie. The ones that aren't playing are always that, but Trossard's missed plenty of chances. But I think the chip one he bagged still. I think the one Eddie hit the post, cool, it happens. I think Eddie's got, do you know, in a weird way, I think the chip was the right decision, but they were way overcooked there from Eddie and Nketiah. Instead of going for defense, let's break the bank for 2 forwards and sell Eddie, please. I think 1 striker would be wishful, let alone 2. Or let's play Balogun. I mean, and then when Balogun makes these mistakes, which he does have, really, you know, again, Balogun got what, like 22 goals in 21, 22 goals. I'm not knocking it, but 8 of those were penalties. Big him up for being able to take penalties, but ultimately, people are going to put Balogun at an unrealistic standard, and when he's not adhering to those, they're going to draw him out. Even contest, man, and you know what? Whoever loses this today, if a team loses this, you've only got yourselves to blame, man. Poor touch from Palace there. I don't know what Havertz was doing. Havertz, get up. Why are you looking around? I can't lie. Thank you, ref and linesman. That's never a free kick for Arsenal, but who cares? Martinelli's on the break. 2 Arsenal men against a sea of red and blue shirts. Kai Havertz back up to his feet now. Thomas Partey. I'm good, man. I hope you're good. Got to give Balogun a little run. I hear that, but he's just not in the thinking. Palace might be IC3 FC. Arteta's hands motions making me hopeful. But we just need to bag Eddie and Nketiah. That's a good ref. How many fouls? Eddie's kept it. Saka, magic. Please, magic. Just magic now. Saka, don't pass. Just shoot, man. We love it. Who told him to shoot? It's gone over the bar. I don't know who told Saka to shoot, but yeah, maybe the boots are too big, man. Let's get smaller size. Havertz is a weak link. Bit harsh. What league do you see advancing more, the Saudi league or MLS? I mean, Messi's doing his thing over there, but I just think because of the collectiveness, Saudi Arabia, really, at this moment in time, like their recruitment drive's been aggressive. Eddie with that South London tech, shameless from me, friendly fire. Probably kicked it into his old houses for back garden, really. Successive appearances, most in Premier League history for Arsenal. Saka has made 82. Paul Merson had 82. Gail Clichy had 78. Can't lie, I didn't expect Clichy to be up there. Goal kick with 5 minutes to go to Palace. First and second. Saliba wins the first. Get your body there, Martinelli. Get your body there. Oh, we got away with that one. Partey waiting on Saka on his back. Saka made the run forward. Where's Saka's options, though? It's forced. To be fair, I think Palace have done that really well, forcing Saka at times to just go backwards. Martin Odegaard, Thomas Partey. This game shows we need a different right winger profile from Saka or a striker. Bit harsh. Oh, Martin, that's a good tackle. I don't know if he meant it. Eddie Nketiah. Martin Odegaard fancies. Oh! Oh! Good effort from Martin Odegaard. That the dodgy little dip there. I thought he might have just scored a Steven Gerrard. The dip. Oh, you see, big up the keeper. It's a big save from their keeper. Oof. Starting to bang on the door a bit, people, but this is not enough. That's why I think we need Benjamin White right back. Partey on the right-hand side. Odegaard can get into more dangerous positions. How's Eddie starting over Trossard? That goal effort was not it. Not when we're 0-0. More of that from Odegaard, please. There's rumours of Ramos going to MLS. Might as well, man. Let's go chill off over them sides. Corner kick to Arsenal. Bukayo Saka. Oh, Palace, stop defending these corners so well. It's kept alive. Palace defending well again. Odegaard. Saka, go home. Saka play. Ref, that's a free kick. That's a free kick. You got to book Eze as well. Saka's taking it quickly. That's a good option from him. Who's in the box for Partey? Partey delivers. Someone make a meal of that. Martinelli, bang it. Oh, Lord. Martinelli. Unlucky, lad. You're my guy. Good play from Saka to take that free kick early doors. Caught Palace napping. It's a decent ball initially into the box from Partey. It's gone all the way to Martinelli. He's tried to hit it first time. That was horrible still. Will you take Mitchell? I wouldn't mind Mitchell's part of the squad. Steady Eddie does his job. Respectfully to Kyle Walker-Peters. But if we're entertaining them kind of man, then Mitchell can get thrown into it. The only thing probably Kyle Walker-Peters has over Mitchell is he can play left back and right back. But if you're Crystal Palace, Mitchell is a key part of your team. They're not going to be in any rush to let him leave. I'd love to be wrong. I don't know. But you'd imagine someone like Mitchell is under contract for a long period of time. And if he isn't, probably looking at him doing such. Ref, we could have played, man. Tomiyasu won the ball. He didn't have to give us a free kick. Let football be football. Saliba skips out Declan Rice and finds Benjamin White. Mitchell is a good defender, 1v1. I mean, we've seen him put in a shift against us on a few occasions. Martinelli. Not too long left of this first half, people. He's found Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu, bang it. You're best in the world. Declan Rice. Oh, that was a good little pass to Saka. Saka, come on, man. You did it last week. Odegaard had no chance there. Just finessed by Slop. Slop clears his lines. Slop. Nine shots, only one on target. That's bang average. Martinelli hit that Mudryk special. Need Trossard on so we can get Martinelli involved in the game. What you don't want to do against Palace is concede. I know that much. It's a throw in to Palace on this left-hand side. What's your score prediction? I went 2-1 Arsenal. Probably 1-0 each way now. Again, games can explode into life at any time. But based on what we've seen in the first 44 minutes and 20 seconds, I don't think neither team's done enough to ask a question of Ramsdale or Ben Johnson. So I can't see 3 goals. That being said, bar. Odegaard's little great effort there where the keeper, is tipped over the bar. And there was an effort where like Ramsdale parried something. I don't think either team's done enough, really. I know Eddie and Nketiah hit the post, probably should have scored the chip, but I don't think there's been much quality from both teams where the final third is concerned. Selfishly, I only care about Arsenal. Palace, you're more than welcome to keep doing what you're doing, but it needs to be a bit better. The volume in chances being created as well. I wish we tested the keeper more often rather than playing it around in the box. I hear that. I wonder if you get a Gabriel, do you bring on Gabriel? I wouldn't say take off Tomiyasu necessarily as well, but I think second half, I would like to see either Gabriel brought in or Zinchenko, really. One of the two. I mean, I'd prefer both, but you don't want to make too many changes. Tomiyasu, let's just get Partey, and Partey's doing all right, but let's just get Partey properly in midfield. Not that he hasn't been there, as you can see him now. Benjamin White at right back. We get that overlapping run that opens up the game for Odegaard and Saka as well. I wouldn't say we're predictable, but it is a bit predictable. Eddie Nketiah has done well here. Don't know why he tried to go for the shot. Anyways, Odegaard's kept it alive. I've liked the runs Eddie's made today. They lack the killer touch and what striking options they have on the bench. I think both teams, but at least with Palace, I'm more vexed at Arsenal because we've got a whole heap of quality players out there. Palace are kind of working with scraps up front. And we've lost the ball and it's 4 against 3 here. Palace are about to take the lead potentially. Can they? It's trickled to Eze. Declan Rice, never ref, get up, Eze, get up, ref, get up, Eze, get up. Cut your hair and you might have seen an Arsenal player there. Stop lying. That's why you got released. Crap decision making. You're a good player, but like Odegaard, if you're injured, come off the pitch. The game's getting open. Can we get back, boys? How dare you, Eze? Trying to peel that. Great player, though. I don't mean none of it. Andre on this left-hand side, up against Partey. Come on, Partey. Somehow the ball stayed on. Don't know how. But Palace have the ball in a good area. Is the ball going to be delivered? I hope not. It's back here with Ayew. Odegaard snapping in. This Ayew guy is too strong. Rice having a decent game. Take off Tommy, no service for Martinelli. That's why he's wondering. I think Martinelli keep 2 minutes of added on time. When Martinelli's receiving it, he keeps having to take that touch inside rather than taking on his man consistently. I say, do you get Gabriel because he's a bit more adventurous on the ball? You've then got the option of Benjamin White out there. You've then got Partey in midfield. Do you go for Gabriel and Zinchenko to get that plus more? Would. And that's the end of the first half, actually. Well, it's fun while it lasted. I think 0-0 is a fair reflection. I won't quite say we banged on the door, but Odegaard's had that great effort from range. Eddie and Nketiah tried to chip the keeper. Obviously, we've hit the post, but neither team's probably hit the target more. I don't think we've created. It's a bit like against Forest. I don't think we're creating chances as much as we can. I think the system is working because we ain't got a foothold of the game, but we're not out of it. And I think Palace have done well. There's not too much, regardless of what the statistics say. I don't think there's been too much in way of possession. And even if there is, Palace knew we would dominate that. It's 0-0. I do think Palace, as the game goes on, are getting a bit more adventurous. You know, Saliba made that great slide tackling effort on Ayew to make up for the initial mistake, but you need to wake up. Odegaard on the floor wasn't good. Harsh. Ref playing against us in Roy we trust. Palace defending in Wolfpack's very impressive. Would Rice be captain if Odegaard comes off? I don't know about now, but he is captain material. We should be ambitious. Sorry, I can't read like Alvarez. Just shoot and aim top corner against low blocks. Remember that old saying, the problem with Arsenal is they always try to walk it into the goal. Need a bit more, man. Wanting Tommy to step into that open space and take a shot. I don't think Tomiyasu believes in himself enough in that regards. Just going to have to be a bit better. Rice's ball distribution, very good. Repeating patterns of last season, late finishes. Hope not, but it's right there. Arteta looks fuming. He'll be getting the light bulb out in the dressing room. Just need to do a bit more, really. Statistically, what is the statistics of the first half? Let's actually screenshot that for the reaction as well. So as well, neither team can really complain. We've had 9 shots, 1 on target. Palace have had 5 shots, 1 on target, 2 shots on target combined for both teams. We played 310 passes to their 148. We've had 68% of the ball to 32. No one. We've had 5 corners as well. So we haven't got the most important thing, which is just to take the lead, man. Really and truly. Is Balogun available? Technically, yes, but he's not on the bench. So in relation to this game, Johnny, he's not relevant. He can't come to save us, really and truly. Rice has been quality. 70% possession. Havertz 19 touches. Ramsdale 13. Get that trash out and get Trossard in. Shout out DG on this tail on Gabriel to Saudi. I don't know if the links are official, but I mean, the sort of money they're offering make anyone's mouth water, wouldn't it? Trossard on straight away for who though? You could say for Havertz, but I don't think I wouldn't sub any of the attackers yet. I do want Trossard on, but I wouldn't personally sub any of the attackers. I want to see a bit more in the way of build-up play, which is why, for me personally, folks, I think it has to. You know, if Arteta was daring enough, not that I think anyone's played poorly, but I think you could look to take off 2 players and get Gabriel and Thingy on, get Gabriel and Zinchenko on. Easy doors. Personally, I think right now I'm probably more likely to draw for one of Gabriel or Zinchenko because I think build-up play, we haven't got enough. So yeah, man, let me know your thoughts, folks. Gabriel, come on, boys. 3 points would do me today. Not tested the keeper enough, and Eddie should have bagged at least one of the chances. The one that hit the post, I allow you for that. The chip, if you're gonna chip, you got to make sure the radars are right, innit? But I think apart from that, well, strikers are going to be judged on goals, innit? And Eddie is not a clinical forward like that. But I think Eddie's did all right. Been impressed with Declan Rice. I think Partey had some dodgy touches, but it's been very good. I think Saka's looked up for it. I think Odegaard's looked up for it. But again, when they're getting the ball, it's not really in areas that's going to harm people. I think Martinelli's a bit frustrated, you know, running centrally and that. So yeah, man, hopefully we do what we need to do. Which right now, we're not in it. We have not got the 3 points in the bag. Might have to draw for the impactors where you've got, I assume, on the bench, Fabio Vieira, Smith Rowe, obviously Mr. Trossard. Rice been playing well. Nketiah's got to hold the bench. No need to try that in front of goal. Scapegoating Havertz is crazy. He hasn't been bad. I think Martinelli should take his man down the line more often. He used to do it a lot more previously. He's clearly been told to retain the ball, but he should have mixed it up, not really testing Wood. I hear that. No one presses like Odegaard. He's always working hard. I agree with you, but working hard is a minimum, man. It needs to correlate to something. Beyond that, too many useless spells of possession, sideways and backwards. I agree. You want more penetrative passes, but at the same time, if you can't go forward, you have to go backwards, innit? I think Rice has been our best player so far. Man, I'm not happy with Eddie Nketiah. Excuses, boring. Saliba and Rice best so far. Eddie was an all right hitting the post, not doing us any good. Fair enough. I mean, can't judge a man for the post. I just finished training. How we looking? Not like we're going to score. Kai for Trossard next half. Saka needs to get his passing game on. To be fair, his pass led to Partey kind of setting up Martinelli for that horrible attempted first-time volley. Low-key, we actually don't look great. I wouldn't say we look great. I don't think we've looked great of what we've seen in this first half so far or against Nottingham Forest. I don't think we've been terrible, but I wouldn't like great. Far from. Martinelli seems indecisive. You're going to get that. Trossard for Eddie. To be fair, I think you kind of need to keep Eddie on for at least another 15, 20 minutes. We need that hold-up player, if I'm honest. Havertz isn't being scapegoated. He hasn't been in the game. Last season, we were electric. This season, we're trying to do too much passing, not enough direct passing. This new formation isn't working. To be fair, we was very much doing this passing thing last year. Trossard on for Partey. Move Trossard to the right wing. Move Saka back to right back. But have him invert into space that Trossard leaves empty. Nah, gee. Thing is, if we're going to look for big honours, good enough is not good enough. We need our most clinical striker starting games. If God forbid, do we even have a clinical striker at the club? You know, Balogun can lay claim to that. He scored the most. Havertz in a false nine. I wouldn't describe him as clinical. Trossard's very good. Wouldn't say he's necessarily clinical yet. Eddie, man, yeah, you had to score that chip because the run off the ball scored. Eddie Odegaard would have bagged the young pre-assist. Saka as well. In fact, it would have been Declan Rice's assist. Apology. Eddie, man. Crazy settings there, man. Partey is going into that inverted right back. I hope Balogun leaves Arteta out. I mean, I like Balogun, but is Balogun the hill to die on for the gaffer to go? Fair enough. Too many passengers here, and Nketiah will never be that guy. Havertz just jogging around, making up the numbers. That left side is Rob. Martinelli's game suffering badly. Want to see Rice shoot in this game. I like Partey's role. Even a couple of... I'm not asking Tomiyasu to shoot, but there's been a couple of occasions in and around the area. You either want him to buy a raffle ticket or just pick out a pass, man. I mean, you're killing Saka if you want him to just run around in central regions, really. Any top finisher buries that chance. Eddie tried to chip. These are the goals you see, 20, 30 goals bag. Eddie proving all his doubters right. I wouldn't say necessarily in terms of proving his doubters right, but I agree, he should have bagged. If you're going to chip, make sure it's on target. That was horrible. Eddie hate is unnecessary for some fans. Tommy's been shaky. Bit harsh. Eddie scores one of those two chances in a different mood right now, but we move. It's true. But at the same time, fundamentally, he hasn't done that, has he? You know? Eddie is wearing the number 14 shirt, you know, shameless. Tierney in for Tomiyasu. Be here all night if you want Tierney to play a part today. He's not in the squad. Probably watching it at home. But yeah, I think we need a lot more, man. I think we need a lot more. We can't complain that it's 0-0 at halftime. Boy, I do like how again, I'd say the only real positive for me and the only positive I care about is getting 3 points, but Rice looking very good. His fault for picking on Rees, King 14. Truss out for Havertz as soon as possible. We're missing seeing Martinelli 1v1 and Ben White overlap, in my opinion. Zinchenko and Tini being benched for Tomiyasu get Arteta out of my club, bit harsh. The formation isn't working. We are too slow moving the ball and not being decisive in the final third. Possession isn't correlating into goal. You got no killers on the pitch up front. And none of the actual killers, you know, our two killers out there in Saka and Martinelli, they've not really had opportunities like that to bag. To be fair, Palace are doing well. The resolute defending. They were just living on the counter, but they grew into the game. They are trying to take their chances in possession. I think AU's doing all right for them. We want Smith Rowe, DG. So do I, man. It might be a time for that. Saka is running at a wall. He needs space. So how are you going to get space in a congested midfield? This system won't finish top 4. Oof. The quality of Tembo will make any left back look average. But DG, what do you think Havertz brings to this game specifically? I mean, he's good off the ball and that, but I want him to do that. I kind of want to see him on the ball a lot more. I kind of just want to see him make his mark a bit. I think he's fit in, but I don't think he stood out. I don't think he's been terrible. I don't think a single player out there has been terrible. But not being terrible isn't good enough. Man need to score and create some chances and put Ben Johnson under pressure, which you'd probably say, you know, there's been a chance on target for both teams. I won't quite say Palace looked the more threatening, but quote unquote, they looked the more threatening on occasion. Don't understand why he tried to chip the keeper, though, man. Like, if you're going to chip the keeper, you've got a bag, man. You've got a bag. The first opportunity Eddie had is calm. The second one, like, oh. We move, man. Tomiyasu actually been good. A lot of hate for no reason. We don't get 3 points. Fans don't care. We need Haaland 2.0. Crazy. Your comments gone. DG Smith Rowe Zinchenko should be playing that 8 spot over Shy Havertz. To be fair, right now, it's calm. Only recall Havertz making one effective pass so far. To be fair, that opportunity early doors where Martinelli kind of paused, I'm sure Havertz kind of laid that. The only chance I would say is probably the hardest, where I don't think Odegaard could have done more. Odegaard done a madness. Bit harsh, dude. Lokonga can do what Havertz does. That's the truth. I can't be. We're overdoing it. He can't. You know it. At social, you know it. I know it. You know Lokonga can't do that. But yeah, man. This is why we was doing big up you lot that was here earlier. You know, this is Havertz is the one that's gonna make or break the summer, innit? If you didn't watch Timber, but you just gave someone a clip, like an Arsenal fan, some clips on him, or spoke about his profile. I think many people could say you need to add that to the squad. The same goes for Declan Rice. Havertz, I'm sure people would entertain it, but I don't think it was one that people that said, yeah, we're going to be improved. Wingers are playing too wide for them to get in the box. The formation is rubbish. Pretty sure Zinchenko isn't 100%, which is why he isn't started. Who mentioned, I don't know what the Will Todd comment was. Oh, yeah, that's a man that scored a winner to bring us the title. Eddie couldn't finish the sentence right now. Harsh, man. I mean, it's still 0-0. Crystal Palace have every chance just as much as us is winning. Just don't have a prolific striker in the squad for me. It's a bit harsh. I think the system is due to catching up on match fitness. Ben White was knackered every game, so having him overlap might be too much after pre-season. I mean, if we're gassed out after pre-season, I'm not talking about just adding fitness into the legs, there's an issue. And Saka having to bomb up and down was draining. He'll probably revert after a few weeks. I hear that. Ivan Toney would fit our system. All I know is Saliba is the truth. The kid's amazing and can only get better. Let's hope so, man. DG, do you think Gabriel has been left out for disciplinary reasons or entertaining the Real Madrid approach? You never know, really and truly. I lean towards more the tactical stuff. Tony, minimum we need up front. We should use a 4-4-2 formation, and then we should sell Eddie today and get a striker. To be fair, if them man are the favourites, then you got to say Gabriel is, even if he's on the bench. Saka is one, Odegaard's one. They've all played. I don't know how Tomiyasu's a favourite, though, but I hear it. People get on to Havertz a lot, but it doesn't seem justified. DG, how is this IAU Don still able to move like this? He only plays 2 games a season, and that's against my team, so I guess you can move. Now Gabriel's in the Arteta doghouse, absolute jokes. But where are we getting this information? I'm not saying you're right or wrong, but where are we getting this to draw a conclusion? Trossard scores goals. We should buy another striker, though. And Arteta benched Eddie last season. Eddie should have 2 goals by now, or 1 at a minimum. I can't lie, it's the finer details that Eddie's chip has rattled me like this. What is he on? What has Havertz done? Martinelli is suffering because he's got a lump who looks like he just learned playing football. Gosh. Martinelli through the middle. I think something needs to change. Like to see someone introduced at half time, and you never know. Arteta keeps things guessing, but I just don't think he'll make changes. Unless that's something Arteta's got to be a lot more proactive in. Man have an agenda. If you don't think Maddison would have been a way better signing than Havertz, don't know when that became a conversation, but I don't think you're wrong. Any players change? No, Declan Rice out there, Partey out there, White, apologies, out there, Eddie's still out there, Martinelli's still out there. Nah, I can't play Premier League football. To be fair, Eddie's got to score that. Or make sure you can pass the ball. The thing is, with Eddie, done all the hard work. Well, the hardest thing to do is finish, but yeah. Oh, Eze, stop being a twat, man. And the second half has kicked off, people. Hopefully we can change things. This fan base is so reactionary. Some of these takes are wild. Fans were kind of on to Gabriel for most of last season. Maybe Arteta agrees. I guess so. No one knows, man. I mean, we've got 45 minutes to try and put it right. Mitchell, slop. That's a good one too. We've been done and we're in trouble. We are in trouble. We are in trouble. We are God. Thank you. God is real. Don't know where. That's maybe why Palace fans say they need a striker. That was lovely play down the left-hand side. It's too easy. It's too easy. It's great play from Slop and Mitchell, but we're not following runners. Saka, Partey, Rice, ball watching. And there's only one man in the box in a real... It's only AU that's really in a goal-scoring position from Palace. Had they had a striker, that's a tap-in. We're done. Come on, boys. Follow runners, man. I can't tell you anything about Premier League football, but come on. Sleeping, man. First minute into the second half. I mean, I don't know if he's tempted. I mean, the Saudi money would tempt anyone, really, innit? Hope Arsenal play hard, but I don't think we can afford to sell Gabriel at the moment, but who knows what is going to happen in that regards. Anderson. Arteta is giving me later days Wenger vibes with all these changes he's making, annoying obvious solutions for his stubborn decisions. Boy, let's hope if that's the case, he learns and learns quickly. Mitchell loses it. Bukayo Saka. Havertz, come on, boys. Saka, come on, boys. A bit of quality. There's not too many options for Saka in the box. And Palace, all day have got bodies back. That's a decent knock. Martinelli, is he going to see it out for a corner? I think he will. Corner kick Arsenal. I'm going to say Partey's getting cooked at right back, you know. A 1-2 done him. wouldn't say he got cooked. You know, newsflash. I'm not saying you, but I think in general, you know, football fans think, and I'm not even caring about the party example. Football fans think like a right back or winger is never going to go past you. Ref, look at the Lerma hands again. Ref, please look at the hands from Lerma. And hands all over Saliba, but the ball has to be decent. Oh, come on, Martinelli. It's not good enough. Can Saka keep it alive? He'll attempt to. Bukayo Saka on his right-hand side. Persistence from the star boy. Gets it into the box, but it meets a Crystal Palace shirt. In fact, Saka's won it back. Palace not clearing their lines well enough. Saka, Rice. Somehow Saka gets it back. Saka delivers. It's not really the best of crosses, but the very fact that I don't see a single away shirt darting across tells you everything. Nobody's sniffing danger. You know, Martinelli's on the back post. Eddie hasn't made that advancing run. Havertz ain't interested in it like that. Free catch for the keeper, man. Now we have squad depth for fans already arguing who should start. Pardon me, Gurhi finds Eze. Eze finds Wood. Wood goes backwards to Anderson. What a play, Anderson. Is decent little player. Ball over the top from Yochin Anderson for AU. It will be a throw for Arsenal. Saka all over the place. We still got Cedric at right back. As little Reese would do. Throw in with Arsenal and Tomiyasu. Folks, if you haven't subscribed, smash the like button. What are you doing? Keep your thoughts, etc. coming. Eddie is not top draw. No surprises there. I'm not interested in Project Havertz. His game is weak. Fair enough. Oh, sorry, folks. The TV's going to turn off. I'm still here. Where's my remote? There it is. Ward's won the throw in. It's a dog fight out there. There's the remote. Saliba wins it back. Let me sit myself back down. Frustrating Monday evening, folks. Thomas Partey finds William Saliba. Gaffer. Come, man. Gabriel Zinchenko is patting something up now, man. Havertz off if it stays like the Saka. Maybe I'll change my Saka. Hit the deck. Saka. Take the ball with you. Saka. All right, options. Martin Odegaard, man on. Martin Odegaard keeps it alive for us. He finds Partey. Oh, Partey to the back post. Martinelli. Come on, boys. Hey, ref, that's it, a hand. Oh, my days. I'm slightly capping. But if you don't call for it, you don't get it. To be fair, what do you want him to do there? I can't lie, the game's gone mad. If that's a penalty, that's harsh. I don't know what people want him to do with his arms. Rightly so, it hasn't happened. But if we do get one, who doesn't mind that? Corner kick's been dealt with again by Palace. But I can't see where the goal's coming, but just because I can't see it, don't mean I don't want it to happen. Saka's so strong, skips past A ref. That's a come on, he's on a yellow as well. Look what he's doing. Ref. Remember, tell him, ref, how many? That's what we need to be asking. Big up Saka for that, man. Pause on that. Arteta needs to stop playing favourites and get the players that will make a difference on the pitch. I'm calling out a draw or loss. I can't lie. Feels like another Monday. Well, we knew it weren't going to be easy. Oh, is that going to work? Eddie hit. Oh, ref. And it all came from taking that free kick early doors. Eddie's won us a corner. Let's not celebrate because it has not gone in the back of the net yet. I mean, a man said corner, free kick. We've taken the free kick early, a bit like when Saka did that for Partey. Martinelli's taken the free kick early. Eddie's made the darting run. He tried to go around the keeper, but as you know, from you get a touch, the keeper's in trouble. And I feel sorry for Johnson because the intentions weren't there, but at the end of the day, you have touched the man. Why? To be fair, slyly Partey fouled Lerma in the build-up there. I don't know if they'll look at everything. Might get bagged for that. And he's got a knock just before the keeper's got there. You've seen them given. Folks. You'd imagine VAR is going to have a check. Harsh on Johnson, though, man. Yeah, I think Partey, as I said, Partey is going to get bagged for that. I told you, lot, people. Partey is going to get bagged for that. The penalty's going to get ruled out, in my opinion, because Partey's fouled. I believe it's Gertie. I can't make out who in the build-up. Simultaneously, why that whole Eddie and Nketiah thing we're talking about happened. Kroenke, pay the money. Pay the money. I can't lie. I don't know if it's still given. I also think that's another harsh. I think that's very harsh for Palace because I do think I didn't see it, but I do think Partey's fouled the man. Saka, my heart can't take you taking them, man. Please stop taking penalties. Sorry, please, Saka, man. Oh, it looks like Odegaard's taking it. Big bust case. All right, Partey, stop arguing with these lot, man. All right, boys, switch on. Switch on. Stop arguing with them. Take it up with the ref and God. That's not our business. Martin Odegaard to take the pen. Wondergaard, please. Capitano, please. All I want is 3 points today, you know. To drink some water. I'm scared, man. I'm nervous. Yes! Who's nervous? Not me. Boys, switch on because we don't deserve that. We don't deserve that. If I'm honest, it's like the 2 goals against Nottingham Forest where they made mistakes. I'm happy for it. Now let's switch on. You're most vulnerable when you just conceded, innit? And if I'm Palace, I'm gonna feel a grave sense of injustice, and the crowd are gonna be onto us now. It's 12 against 11. Good play from the free kick to earn that, really. And you never know, when you make the ref ask the question, things happen. It did look like Partey done a bit of a dark arts thing. He's fouled his man off the ball. He's calm. Smash the like button, people. Odegaard's off the mark for the season. Oh, we don't like to do things the easy way, man. It'd be boring if we did, wouldn't it, people? I wonder why Saka didn't take it. You know, what if Odegaard's the next designated pen taker and, you know, or if Odegaard was just feeling to do it, then why not, man? Palace away really is a nasty fixture, man. The quicker we can get Brentford away, Liverpool away, United away, this away, get these sort of fixtures out the way, man. Good play from Martinelli to find Eddie quickly. Good play from Eddie to get fouled there. You know, he somewhat make up for the chip, I guess. Gotta go score, though. Smash the like button, people. Capitano leading by example, but it's not done yet. Because really, a draw is probably the position both teams deserve to be in. Edouard, Lerma, we could be in trouble here. AU. Oh, my God, I thought he scored. That. He has to lie and say he tried to cross it, but he tried to go for goal. Fair play to Eddie. His movement won the pen. Eddie earned the pen. Is that an assist? Can I be shameless if he's in the FPL? It's a long way to go, man. Saka is an open play demon. Keep him off pens. My heart can't take Saka taking penalties, man. You know, I'd say my heart can't take Saka taking pens. I get extremely frustrated with Saka over corners. Other than that, he's amazing. Since January 2022, when scoring first in our 36 games we've played, we've won 32, drawn 4, and lost none. Records are there to be broken. Hope that doesn't happen. Never in doubt. Who didn't think Odegaard was scoring? He was scared. Oof. Points from losing positions. Palace won 25 last season. It's the most in the Premier League. We won 16. The game's not done. I don't want to see foot off the gas because really both teams should be in a drawing position here. Benjamin White, that's too easy from Edouard. And you've got Mr. Mitchell down this left-hand side. Thought Havertz was fouled off the ball there, ref. What's going on? Lerma. To be fair, it's a great reaction from Palace. Important defensive contribution there from us. Good reaction to conceding from Palace, if I'm honest. Martin Odegaard, the goal scorer. Thomas Partey. Ramsdale once. Partey, man, we're wearing these high-vis things. Why are you passing it to a black and blue? Eze card. This Eze guy's just on the floor all the time, ref. How's that a free kick? Saliba, that's where you've got... It is a free kick. That's where you show your age. There's no need to step in front there. It is. You're late. It is a free kick. Don't know why I mean, I'm a liar when it comes to this. I want Arsenal to win, but I don't know why Saliba is appealing. It's not a free kick. It is. Let's hope it's not a piece of magic where we've seen them do that, man. Stranger things have happened in football. Come on, boys. It's written in the script. The boy who got released from Arsenal scores against us. I mean, Eze's in my FPL team. Forget my FPL points. I don't want them right now. I guess at this point in the season, it's about getting 3 points, and I don't want to be going overboard and stuff. But I think across the 2 games I've seen so far, I want to see us defend better. Ain't really seen chances created. Eze, that's why you got released, fella. Mate, you got all the dreads and all that stuff. What about the footballing ability, mate? Mate, you're going to be the last one. When Zaha and Elise bust out, in fact, they have already. I thought Eddie's chip was bad enough. Eze, that stunk. Elite time wasted from us. Let's hope it bangs. Remember, these games go 100 minutes odd into the games now. They've new time wasting rules, so this could actually have a detrimental effect. Ramsdale, Rice, William Saliba, blushes are spared there. Benjamin White. Odegaard showing for it. Benjamin, we doing, bro? Benjamin, we doing? That was me. Come on, boys. Eddie, well in ref, never a foul. Come on, he's looking for it. The Chelsea lad. Let's say that. I mean, we'll take the free kicks, but it's meaty people, man. We can and need to do a lot better. I mean, clearly another goal will serve us perfectly. I mean, Arteta's the gaffer and all of that stuff, but with half an hour left, being at the hour mark now, it's a bit nervous. Ramsdale, I think we're doing the time wasting thing too early. Remember, there's like 200 minutes to be added on if we want to take it down this route. Odegaard's weak, he needs to eat some hard food. You're right, but it's Odegaard, man. We make an exception for the players we love. He's wonderful, man. Ramsdale, that's our ball. Havertz, can you win that? Asking too much there. Sars ref, thank you, boys. Slow down, man. Just slow down. Just slow down. Where's my flags, man? I'm getting that hot. This is scary. Shout out Papayas. Oh. And you lot said you miss football. I mean, I've always missed Arsenal, but really, this is not for the faint-hearted at all. I really don't know what Havertz offers. You'd say hype, but he doesn't even use his. I ain't gonna lie, I can't tell you lot specifically what Havertz offers, but I do think there's something there. But I can't defend the undefendable. Like Tomiyasu's been given a yellow card for time wasting. Is that the smartest thing on the yellow as a fullback away at home? I don't know. Oh, lovely drop of the shoulder by Tomiyasu. Go on, Tommy. Ref. Another throw in. Well into Tomiyasu. Lucky pull time. I'm trying to like this kit, DG, but it reminds me of doing too much emergency workers directed traffic. Lollipop guys and girls. I want the 3 points, but nah, man, we're not playing like last season. Not happy. I don't think we are. The 3 goals we've scored this season have been a result of team mistakes, which I don't care, but like Nottingham Forest couldn't clear their lines from corners and dead balls. Obviously, a penalty's been given away. Now, we've made these things happen, but yeah. As long as we get 9 points in August, we can take it from there. As poor as United might look in comparison to us, we play like this, they might not get anything. How do we feel about Saka no longer being a penalty kick taker? He might still be on pens. I don't know if he's been taken off it. I don't know if he didn't feel like it. Equally, I don't know if Odegaard just said, I fancy it. I don't know if the gaffer told them pre-game. Who knows? Declan Rice. Tomiyasu will pull from him, to be fair. It was a bit stitched up there. Havertz against Eze. Nice foul to make. But, I mean, can't let him drop the shoulder. Ref, I can't lie. Didn't they say you can't tell the ref to book people? What's Eze doing? It's all I've seen from you all night, fella. Hopefully, I don't have to eat humble pie. It's 1-0. If we think this is enough, we're mistaken. Gurhey. Odegaard, that's too easy. Don't let him. Gurhey's just advanced past him. Well in, Odegaard. Oh, Saka tried to foul him. Let's make it count. Gurhey's in no man's land. Eddie Nketiah, man. Please. Eddie Nketiah on this left-hand side. Havertz. Prove the doubters wrong. Come on, lad. Rice going absolutely mad at Havertz for not passing the ball. Can't blame him. Eddie Nketiah. Gaffer. Subs, man. Come. I think it's Trossard o'clock, personally. I think you got to start to introduce Gabriel. I don't know if bringing on Zinchenko to see out a game is the right thing, but Tommy's on the yellow. Bukayo Saka on this right-hand side. Come on, man. Partey, to be fair, the keeper might have seen that late. We've earned a corner. It was straight at him, really. DG Tommy is average. He is, but there's nothing wrong with that. Ray Parlour is average. Still a good player. Not everyone has to be wavy. I like Tomiyasu. But the games like this where you kind of want to see a bit more going forward, it's meaty, but I like Tomiyasu. Everybody says this now. When he locked up Mohamed Salah, everyone was waxing lyrical. We're gonna need Tomiyasu. Let him be average, man. As long as you're competent, confident, and consistent in your duties, but not everyone has to be the star. Ref, there's hands all over us from these corners, you know. Eddie, attack the ball. Eddie's done well. Martinelli, come on. 62 minutes on the clock. Put it back in the mixer, man. That was meaty. Martinelli is falling to Odegaard. I don't know what Odegaard saw. He saw. He's been watching too many Paul Scholes, too much Wayne Rooney and them guys there. Don't know what he saw there. I guess when you got his ability, you're entitled to try hit it first time, but that was horrible. Havertz's heat map looks interesting. Pulled out to the left more often than not. Barely dropped. Been in around the 6-yard box. I mean, you expect to see that. That is Odegaard's first penalty for both club and country since 2018. What a time to get it, mate. Thomas gave him something to think about. Slot is too strong, but he's found White. Come on, boys, man. Both teams naturally are going to start to be getting tired. Sometimes I wonder if Leverkusen sold Chelsea the real Havertz. I always think about Akanji to City because the Akanji in the Bundesliga and the one in the Prem is two different players. William Saliba. Take the 3 points, but we need to do a lot better, man. I think Partey's been good today, if I'm honest with you lot. If I can guess correctly, it looks like Arteta might make 2 subs, or maybe them guys were just jogging to remind the manager that they're on the bench. Bukayo Saka, Saliba, Rice. Rice can't believe himself. Saliba. Come on, lads. Tomiyasu. I think this is a good play from Arsenal. Calm, keep possession, make Palace tire out. Just got to manage the game, and I'd say I'm happy I'm not them. Tomiyasu. I have to give credit to Roy Hodgson's side. They're a very well-drilled side. Again, not to take the gloss off Palace, but we could do a lot better. Prefer Tommy at right back, a bit dysfunctional, having to shift onto a stronger foot. I hear you. I only really like Tomiyasu left back. Ironically, going into games against Palace where you expect a lot of defending, or if you're going to give him a job like against an Anthony, not that I'm comparing Anthony to Salah, but Salah, like dangerous wingers. Calling Anthony dangerous is subjective, I'd hear, based on the last game. Martinelli, he's getting vexed at Tomiyasu. Man just went, leave him alone. Odegaard tries to feed Martinelli. It's blocked. Arteta, please, man. Looks like we need some fresh legs. Rice feels so comfortable in his role. He should be. Played more of the conventional role he had similar to West Ham today. Really galloped forward or been given a license to, because saying he ain't galloped forward's a lie. Roy Hodgson isn't happy. Neither is Arteta. Both managers bellowing instructions. Saliba, whoa, finds Ramsdale. Aaron Ramsdale uses his left foot, tries to find Eddie and Nketiah. Eddie's giving it a good goal, but between him and Havertz, you don't really expect much from them, and it's been kicked all the way back there. Who's that? Will Hughes. Don't know who Will Hughes is next to. Oh, Mateus Franco, who's a new signing from Brazil. Palace fans can look with excitement for him, but for today, he's not playing. Sub off Martinelli, worst player on the pitch. Honestly, harsh, man. Thomas Partey. I don't blame him for skipping out Havertz. Tomiyasu. Finally, Martinelli gets it in behind. Come on, Martinelli. Bit of magic. Brazilian. Eddie, what are you doing, Eddie? The very fact that you tried to shoot there is horrible from you, you know. I like you a lot. Havertz. Inches, that's what she said, but inches ain't good enough. It needs to go in or not. And I'm probably gassing it up as well. It's probably a worse effort than I thought. Eddie was a bit blinkered there. It's a good block by Gurhey. He's left it for Havertz. Havertz has tried to side foot it. If it went in, it's a madness. No swerve on that, though. Horrible. Oh, Tommy's in trouble, you know. Tommy's in trouble, you know. Tommy's in trouble, you know. Yep. Said he should have come off. Now we're down to 10 men. Said it. In trouble. You lot have heard me say it. Tommy, it's a yellow card, bro. It's a yellow card. You thought the ref wouldn't be as harsh. I don't understand the IU one. Gaffer, I don't understand why we're surprised. It is. You can make them tackles when you're on a yellow already. Why did you do that? In fact, wait, can't lie. I use condom. It is one, but come on. Looking at it again, you have pulled him. You've pulled him, man. You've done the dark arts thing. Just come off the pitch, Tommy, Ashley, please. Don't know why I'm surprised. Sydney gonna come on. Saka gonna revert playing back to left back. I don't know. Might have to be a free at the back thing, man. Havertz has to come off now, Gaffer. Surely we need that. Tommy Ashley, you're still my guy. Oh, shut up, you Palace wank stains, man. Fans giving him nonsense. Make sure you get the 3 points, boys. Put up with it. It was happening. And for someone who's so proactive in Mikel Arteta, you could see it. If I could see it and I'm commenting to you, lot, and it's easy for me to sit here. I'm not the manager, but you could see that was going to happen. You want the 3 points, boys? You're going to have to fight just that little more. Oh, Gabriel's coming on. Really? About time. Ref, let us make the sub then. Eze might show up now that we're down to 10, man. He's wearing a number 10. Pussy. No, Rev. Can't lie. We need to get AU sent off now. Can't beat him. Join them. Dark Arts. Credit from AU for he's on the yellow as well. The referee wants to, the referee's a sucker. Martinelli doing up left back right now. Boy. So that rules out Tommy Ashley for Fulham. I mean, you got Zinchenko now and further push the agenda of Thingy. Tierney staying. Ref, I use on the yellow card. You can't let him talk like that. You can't let him talk like that. Can't let him talk like that. You can't let him talk like that. You got your yellow. You got your free kick. Have it. Bit harsh to call Tommy a liability, but today he's moving like that. It was nothing, man. He's giving the ref a decision. I can't lie. I think it is a yellow. I think it's a harsh second yellow, 100%. But you can see Tommy actually fouling. Bit like how Eddie kind of bought one. I get it. Tommy's smarter than that. Don't give the ref a decision to me. It is harsh, but it don't mean it's not. And we know Arsenal tax is going to harm us. If you want 3 points, it's backs against the wall stuff now. Could argue we shouldn't even really be ahead. Pull into the box. Thankfully, it's falling to Ramsdale. Come on, boys. Nothing worth having in this life comes easy. Martinelli looks peed off. He should be peed off, man. Casualty of war at the moment. Tierney's not on the bench, so he's a myth. He's probably looking at the game right now with all of us. It's now where we got to show courage, man. Gabriel. I mean, Eddie and Ketter's got a lot of loose balls to run into. Eddie's won it, boys. Hey, Nelson, relax. They're bringing someone on. I've never seen this guy in my life, but the fact that they're making a sub means Roy Hodgson thinks there's something here. And this is why when we had 11 players, we should have created a bit more, and ultimately we might have taken one of the chances. Can't lie, the replay does look a lot softer than what I saw initially, but it does look like one. It's harsh, but don't give that's what they say, don't give the ref a decision. "20 minutes. Palace in possession. Mark Gurley to Lerma. Lerma's had a good game. I can't lie. I think it's the best game I've ever seen from Lerma. Hella Arsenal tax. Oh, well, at least we have a capable left back to replace him in Tierney. Oh, boy. Somehow Tierney's still not going to be on the bench, but we're going to have to get on with it. Aye. Seems to fancy that right-hand side anyways. Fortunately for us, his decision-making is terrible. Backs against the wall settings now. Looks like Saka's doing up left back slightly. At least for this phase of play. Eze skips past Odegaard. Too easy. Don't make him score. I've been getting onto him all day, and you lot can't get onto me. He's in my FPL team. I'm just shameless. Slop. Boys, relax, man. Just relax. I know there's every reason to panic. Eze, scary guy, man. Oh, never, ref. Never, man. I get up, Eze, man. You see this Eze, ref, you got to book him, man. Wait, has the pen been given? Can't lie, I don't know what's going on. But Eze's reaction tells me I think he's lying. I honestly think he's lying. Ref, Ayu keeps getting away with murder here. I come on, Eze, suck your mum, man. You're actual liar. You're actual liar. You're actual liar. You're actual liar. To be fair, apologies. You might you're like, I don't know, man. I don't know. My emotions are just all over the place now. The replays, I'm seeing something different every time. He's done Rice there. Oh, you know what? Rice has got hands. And Sky Sports cameras don't make it any better. Eze, stop cheating. You've got all the ability in the world. Play football, man. I don't know what's going on, man. Is the play resuming? The worst thing that could happen is if this ref runs and has a look at this. Okay. Eze, you shameless individual, man. I like you. I want you at my team. No yellow card for the dive. 100 Arteta fault that red. You could see it was happening. DG, do you think leaving Havertz on is a wrong one? Not on the pitch, surely he's not. You could see the Tomiyasu thing was going to happen. The only reason I could say in Arteta's defense why he probably kept him on is, 1-0 with 11 men. Crystal naughty place like Crystal Palace. Don't really want to draw for Zinchenko. Obviously, you've got Kiri on the bench. Probably a bit of a wild card in relation to that inverted role. But you could see it with Tommy. Because that weren't the first kind of foul. It was probably a totting up process. The ref psychologically probably just had enough of him. And that's what we need to be doing with AE. We need to get Eze on the yellow because you've been doing that a lot. You're not like Elise, though. You're not like Zaha. You're not getting them moves there, Eze. Good player, Eze. Poor touch from Mitchell. Partey disarms him. Come on, boys. Let's fight. Come on. We've all got to want it a bit more now. It's as simple as that. Eddie and Ketty are running into the channels. Again, you're going to have to be a road runner for us in what's left. Any one of you, I know it's hard, but if we're 16 minutes better yet, plus a decent amount of added on time, if you're tired, tell the manager we got 4 more subs. And it's like Palace have second win. They feel a bit hard done by obviously the ref's decision. Their goal down. Their fans are obviously making noise. There's only been 4 shots on target. 3 of them have been Arsenal's. I think a draw, I don't want it to be, but would be a fair result. Sometimes in football, you play well and don't win. Sometimes you play crap and obviously win. Sometimes you get what you deserve. So let's just make sure we run away with stuff. Let's get the 3 points first, then try and dissect the performance. But yeah, man. It's not been good and it's not over. Eze skips past 1, skips past 2. Declan Rice having none of it. Havertz not helping us. I like Havertz, but Arteta, see out the game now, man. Eddie wins a free kick. Surely, ref. Surely, Eddie. Concussion, relax. He's hurting ref. Don't let Lerma talk like that. Ref, he's shouting, he's swearing. There's kids watching. It's intimidating. It's scary. You got to book him there. Big fan of when players evidently foul someone. Like, I didn't foul him, ref. You clearly did. Ridiculous formation, especially after being so effective against Nottingham Forest. Don't believe Tomiyasu deserved both the yellows, but why on earth was Arteta taking off Martinelli? To be fair, what other option was there? You're not going to take off Eddie. You need a focal point. I don't know how Havertz has got away with murder there. I don't know how he's still on the pitch. Really, it's when we're trying to see out the games. Come on, that was silly, Ramsdale. That was silly, weren't it? Ramsdale? Come on. Unlucky fella, but come on, man. We need to be even more careful on the ball, but always... With 10 men in South London, this is scary. Anderson. Saka doing up left back now. Gabriel's gone there to support. Looks like 3 at the back line. Oh, man. I weren't ready for the Premier League to return, I can't lie. It's not a dive for me, but it's also not a foul. I hear you, but because I kind of agree with it, then what is it? Because if you're saying it's not a foul, maybe there's contact, but it's not enough. Is it a foul or not? Football's more than, football's not white and black, but surely incidences like that. He's gone looking for that, man. Look how he swung his body. He swung his body. How he swung his body, man. He's playing for that. Palace in possession, thank the Lord. We've won it. Come on, Odegaard, man. We need to retain the ball. Odegaard, man. We're just clipping it over the top for Eddie all the time. I know the guy's IC3, but he's not got unlimited stamina. The very fact that I'm here waffling on YouTube trying to tell Odegaard about passing the ball tells you we're messing about. Come on. Oh. Ball's whistled all the way to the left-hand side for Mitchell. Palace are going down fighting. I'll give them that. I wish they weren't. Lerma. White sends it where it came from. It fell to Eze. You're going to just do something, innit? Where's El Nene? He's not on the bench, is he? These are the games there you want El Nene, man. We need another body. Pardon me, we're not clearing our lines properly. This is childish. Ball in. Saliba clears it. Eddie body there. Ref. Oi, how many? That's another yellow card. How late Anderson is there? Fucking hell, ref. Fucking hell. Apologies, ref. I got that one wrong still. Emotions and that. Eddie, come on. Lie down. Jorginho's on. Oof. Might as well slap Odegaard up front, you know. It sounds mad. Odegaard up front, Dash Kyrio on. You bringing on Jorginho. Just let's just compact this and run away, man. Oh, mate. Let's get some water. Eddie. Wait, so Havertz going up front. Earn the corner. He should have scored, big man. Make sure you're following Talawa TV. Watching your live watch along with the family. Thanks for the entertainment. Apologies in advance for any curses. Park the bus when you ain't got a clue, but we need to park the bus, park the truck, park everything. Jorginho, please, mentality. We hear you're a big character off the field, please. You came third in the Ballon d'Or list. Euros winner. Shameless. Used to get on to Chelsea fans for saying that. Now we're here. Can't lie, yeah, this would be a lovely game for El Nene. Listen, El Nene, Tierney, them guys, just the guys that for the trenches. It's so crazy, but Xhaka would be brilliant in this. Eze's gone backwards to Mitchell. He's here with Johnson. Havertz giving chase. Come on, boys. Palace shouldn't be getting out there with that. Saka, be strong. Let the ref. It's gone. It's ours as well. Ref, don't let him talk to you like that. That's the captain. He's swearing at the linesman. You've got to book him, ref. Come on. I'm so scared watching this. There's kids at home. Come on, boys. So Tomiyasu's first yellow card. I mean, we're wasting time with Martinelli Havertz. I think the ref just bagged Tomiyasu because he was the last one. Let's see what Tomiyasu actually did. Can't lie, the first one's a bit harsh though. I think the first one is harsher than the second, actually. I think Tomiyasu getting the yellow is just to set an example. Slightly, Tomiyasu's got hands on him, but it does look very soft. Look at this, ref. Absolute wanker. 10 minutes left anyways. Listen, the ref's one thing, but if we don't get 3 points, it's our fault. This game should have been put to bed. We haven't created enough chances. We've allowed them too much scope to imagine that they can nick something. Bit harsh for Arteta. I mean, Arteta's paid to overthink, man. Keep overthinking, but like next game, can we Gabriel centre back, Partey midfield? Even though I don't think Partey's been the problem, I just don't think we've hit top gear yet, man. It's a bit lackluster, really. Don't get it twisted. I want 6 points on the board, and hopefully 10 minutes gone, we can still get that. But we missed Timber. I don't know how Arteta's a donkey, a bit harsh to label Arteta that, but everyone can have their thoughts, I guess. 214 likes, though, regardless. That was the target before the start of the stream. That's ridiculous. Play's not dead yet. Odegaard, could we do better? Thank you very much, Jorginho. Partey. Well in. Can we get our body there, Havertz? Can you hold it up for me? Declan Rice, please look up. Please. Saka, come on. Corner. I'm talking nonsense. We don't need to go corner flag yet. Well in, Saka. Jorginho. Declan Rice. Yo, Declan. What are you doing? We didn't buy you to do skills, bro. Come on. Oh, ref, you're taking this out the flying fuck. Is that a free kick? Gabriel's on AU is such a bastard. Right, man, referee. Come on, for both teams, you're moving mad, very mad. 9 minutes left. Plus only added on time. There's going to be a decent amount. We're going to play till Palace equalise. Do you know what's so mad? We joked about Saka playing left back before the game kicked off. Bit harsh to not call him a manager, John. He's literally managing in the Premier League. Whether we like him or not, we can't argue that. He's literally a manager. Benjamin White just puts it into touch, but we're gifting it back to Palace. Oh, Lord. Tomiyasu got a second yellow. I'm doing good, John. I'm doing good. Mitchell, party having none of it, Rose Ed. Zinchenko is key to fluidity. Problem, he's injury prone. Can we look fluid without him? I hear that, and I don't think you're wrong. But at the same time, like, if we want to aspire to be like Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Barcelona historically, them teams there can't waffle about their left back not there. They can't create. And Roy Hodgson's gambling. He's brought on Raksaki. Wasn't he at Charlton? Had a good little loan spell. They've taken off one defender. Ward's coming off, so they're gambling. Palace going for it. Palace clearly got every Spurs fan supporting them. They've definitely got Manchester United fans supporting them. You know, that's to the Manchester United fans in London. This is probably their local stadium. Surely that's a foul throw from Mitchell there for Eze. That's a ball from Eze Saliba. Thank you very much, mate. It's not dead yet, though. Rice will head it anyway. We got 7 minutes, boys. I don't know why Odegaard's getting mad at Rice. Relax, man. Relax. I can't lie, Odegaard. You're my guy, but Rice is right. Shut up, man. Because when you was blasting it into Rose Ed for nothing, which it sounds crazy to say that about you, no one was shouting at you. Just hurry up and get back in position, boys. You lot got us in this mess. Make sure the fans go home happy. I don't care about Tomiyasu's yellow. I'm not second yellow. No, I don't care about it. Because the game should have been put to bed. Oh, Palace are trying to source us. Mitchell, Eze, you know he wants to take a tumble. Back to Mitchell. Party, be strong. Be strong. Don't foul him. It's a corner, ref. It's a corner. Palace not making this easy, are they? Why couldn't it be like Palace last year? Credit to Palace. I think we're drawing some crazy conclusions. Ref, are we watching that? Oh, here it comes. Melee in the box, people scrambling anywhere. We'll do right. Arsenal's Declan Rice can't really get something on it. Palace just not dying. Oh, shut up, man. Can't believe you're trying to appeal a penalty there. Saka be strong. Saka be strong. Hit the deck. We've got no out, boys. Peak. I don't think we can sustain this, you know. I hope we can. But this is pure madness. Eze, well in Odegaard. Partey, be strong. Hey, Ramsdale, talk to him. Anywhere will do. I can't lie. I know there's only 6 minutes. Manager, sorry. I don't think this is sustainable. You know, we got no out ball. I don't know what the manager's going to do. In the last 15 minutes, they've had 80% of the ball to 20. Naturally, we're down to 10 men. We need something else, man. This is why when you... Oh, that is... it should be 1-1. Thank you. Number 22. Didn't they just... Edward? Brilliant player. Brilliant player. Brilliant player. Lovely cross from Mitchell. It should be 1-1, or at the very minimum, he needs to hit the target. That is a ball. Poor finishing on display from both sides. I think we're all sweating. Oh, my God. The fix was always Kyrgios for Tomiyasu, even from halftime. Fastest player in the team. Highest jump for corners. I hear that. Havertz, stop fucking complaining to the ref. Oh, the manager heard my cries. I don't even know who's coming on, people. The camera angle's not good. But it looks like 2 players are getting ready, maybe even a third. I can't make out if somebody's sitting down who's just come off from Arsenal on the bench or another one's getting prepared. If somebody's getting prepared, don't bring them on. 4 minutes left, you're scrambling around with your boots and all that crap. You're not serious. Mitchell. I can't lie. I think Havertz, Odegaard, both of them, all of them off. Just the trenches. Mitchell tries to put in that cross again. It's smacked Partey. He's got another opportunity. Saka looks knackered as well. I mean, Saka being knackered, that's every week. Saka's probably been tired for about 2 years. AU's hold-up play is amazing there. Odegaard, get something there. Havertz, I beg you, please. Palace onslaught relentless. It's still here. Mitchell, that's a ball. Oh my God. No one. Oh, yep. My day's ruined. No, it's not. I'm sorry. Arsenal, you can't blame me for losing faith. This is scary. There's 3 minutes left. I can't take this. I didn't sign up for the second game of the season. That there's only 36 more games to go. Mitchell. We survived some close shaves. Hopefully, we live to laugh about this. Ball in. You just wonder. Oh, ref. Oh, Gabriel's barge, ref. And it's still here for Palace. It's in the mix, and Mitchell just... Oh, Mitchell, stop, man. God, man. Eddie lied to him. Say we're going to buy him. He's too on it. Hey, you can't lie. He's had a very good game for Palace. Been on a man for, man on a mission. Probably the key reason we're actually finishing this nervy. Second game in a week, probably finishing nervy. Saka, come on, get your body there. Just let him foul you. Ref. Oh my God, how many? And leave Saka on the floor. Hey, push this guy away. Oh, don't let him pull Saka up. Saka needs to buy his... Hey, Kirill and Zinchenko off. Havertz. Bloody hell. Havertz is sat. Oh, Havertz ain't coming off. I even thought Zinchenko did. Zinchenko tried to do this. Sorry for hitting the mic. Zinchenko tried to do the hand thing. Odegaard. It's needed. This ain't sustainable. We need to change up. But then again, a system is going to take time. If we want, I'm not saying this is the right system, but if you want to sit there and tell a manager that he needs to install a new system and things like that, in general, it takes time. Can you really give up on it after two games? I'm not saying this is the right one in general. Because I know last season in pre-season we hit it off, but if a lot of people are forgetting, in that second half of the season we came fifth, them sort of systems that we were doing, minus the inverted left back with Zinchenko, that's what we was doing towards the end of that season. It takes time. Declan Rice, Zinchenko, I can't lie, I'm seeing ex-Chelsea boys who have won Champions Leagues on the pitch. I'm seeing Premier League winners on the pitch. I'm seeing people who have played in the Euros on the pitch now. And certain people been in French World Cup squads. And certain seasoned Ghanaian internationals. I need to see a certain element of maturity in seeing out this game. So let's stop being scared. Forget all the scared thing now. Ref Benjamin White's fouled there, ref. Have one rule for everybody. Saliba, what a pass. You're such a good footballer, you. Is there nothing you can't do? Kai Havertz. Declan Rice. Zinchenko. Please, Zinni. Please, Zinni. Oh, it's a results business, man. But the results, at some point, results and actual performance catch up with each other. I hope fans learned that from the Emre days. No disrespect to Emre, but that was the smelliest ever unbeaten run we ever went for. Zinchenko, you going to play left back or you just doing your own thing? It's falling to Jorginho. 7 minutes of added on time. The longest 7 minutes in my life. Jorginho, to be fair, I don't want to talk too tough, but you made me a lot calmer since he's come off the bench. Benjamin White. Ooh, Benny Blanco. Good play. Come on, boys. Be brave. Everyone be brave. What's the worst that can happen? We drop 2 points? Let's be brave, lads. Thomas Partey. Come on, boys. Kirill. Not the best of passes, but he got to Zinchenko. Zinchenko, what you doing? Bro, these skills that he's icy free. You're not going to outpace him. Just keep the ball. Ref, that's a late one on Havertz. Oh, ref, nice to see the card book actually works. Now, I don't know where 7 minutes. I thought it would have been about 4, to be honest. Thank the Lord, Havertz has done something there, innit? Let's just get the 3 points first, man, and laugh about it later. It's naive from everybody at the moment. Oh, I tell you, you're going to be bold by the end of the season if we're going to be like this. I can't lie. Why can't we leave the experiment for the cup games? When will Arteta realize this lucky dip system is not working and players are out of their position? Hopefully today, but the gaffer's entitled to do what he wants. Come on, boys, keep working, man. Just over 5 minutes left. It's more than enough time for Palace to get back in this. Oh, that's a good ball. Kirill, get him, man. You're fresh. You're fresh. You're fresh. Don't foul him. Don't foul him. Don't foul him. Committed performance. To be fair, Palace deserve a point. I don't want them to get 100%. Decore, Lerma. Best game I've seen with Lerma in a while. Eze. Mitchell. Another good performance from him. Seems to always play well against us. Goes back home to Eze. Eze's been smelly, really. Gurhi. Even if he scores. Mitchell. I think Palace are crying out for a striker, man. We got that Balogun, that Eddie, that Havertz, if you want. Eze delivers. Oh, Ramsdale, he keeps it on. Time wasting turned up to 11 now. Shameless setting people. This is going to be a long season if this is going to be. Havertz played 90 minutes to be fair. Being able to play up front probably saved him. Ramsdale goes long. Havertz run, man. Onto him, ref. No foul. I can't lie. It is a foul. That's what the only. Do you know one thing I love about Havertz? He's on taking yellows. I'll give you that. Look at the ref. Oh, God. 4 minutes. To be fair, Palace look a bit knackered themselves, but it only takes 1 minute of brilliance. 7 minutes. That's a whole. To be fair, I thought there'd be 4. The penalty cool, the red card cool. Don't know for the others. Good defending, Gabriel. Ref. He's been pushed into the billboards. You Palace fans, you're not singing anymore, are you? Hey, love that from Gabriel. In fact, I shouldn't be acting. It's funny that Gabriel's wearing the captain's man, isn't it? Thought Arteta didn't rate him, man. All of these things. I don't mind being on taking yellows, but not stupid ones. I agree. Like Tommy Asu's, even though it was harsh. Like, I don't know who that is. I think that's a Naki Canyo, the goalkeeper coach. I like it because it says IC. As he said, tranquillo. And I want my clean sheet. But right now, I just want the 3 points. Saliba and Benjamin White not talking. Rice just sends it into Rosette. Havertz, chase it, man. Chase it. We waiting for it. Attack the ball. You barely attacked it, and Anderson was shaky there. Come on, man. Fucking hell, boys. Eze. We're approaching the 95th minute. That's a ball. That's a ball. Ramsdale, is it a bird? Is it a Ramsdale's in no man's land? Thankfully, Mitchell's a left back because it sailed over the bar. I love that, the fact that we're celebrating everyone's defensive actions. But last time I checked, the clock is still going, boys. Focus. This is another game for all the waffling about the system and all of that. And I think people are doing too much. We could be our best friends or our worst enemies. This is the second game this season. We made it harder than it needs to be. Too hard. I'm sure this is entertaining for the neutrals, not for me. Football needs to be boring. Arteta spoke on ruthlessness. I ain't seeing ruthlessness today. Who got the red card? Tommy Asu. I don't think anyone's heart could take this. I can't lie. Let's just get this out of the way. Even City got tripped up by Palace. It's a nasty ground to come to. But we need to win. Get the 3 points first. 6 points on the board, assuming we get there. Dissect the performance after. Regardless of how the game goes, I don't think it's one where everyone needs to lose their marbles and whatnot. But our first 2 games in the Premier League, there's been some good moments, some encouraging moments. There's a lot of things we can improve on. Saliba, you deserve your clean sheet. Ramsdale, Saliba, Gabriel, even Benjamin White, you, man, deserve a clean sheet. Eze, Mitchell. Respectfully, I wonder how long Mitchell will be at Palace. Like, I don't think he's amazing in the greatest of respect in the modern day fullback. Lovely tackle there from Rice. But surely the fact that he's homegrown, he'll do his thing. Another win at Selhurst Park would be great, but my word, we're making it real hard work. 2 games and twice we really struggled. Not good enough from Arsenal. Unnecessary nervy endings. Zinchenko, get tight. Get tight, man. These step overs from this young G are shit as well, bro. Light, man. Light from ref. 20 seconds. It's done, no? It's done. Hey, Ramsdale, take the yellow. Take the yellow. Take the yellow. I love the getting the celebrating. Boys, take the yellows. Take the yellow. Take the yellow. Take the yellow, Ramsdale. Where's the Palace fans? You're not singing anymore, are ya? Not singing anymore and giving my players nonsense. Safe, man. Ref, how long? It's over, ref. Come on. Yes! I was never in doubt, man. What was we worrying about? And breathe. Why was we all shook? 1-0 to the Arsenal's a famous chant, man. Everybody just stay calm. It was never in doubt. Credit to Crystal Palace. We did what we needed to do. Why is Football Manager opening on my laptop? Close that. I know I like Arteta, but come on. And you lot still hear me? Why the hell is Football Manager open? Okay. System worked. It brought a clean sheet. It's brought 6 points. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. Eze only wanted to turn up when it went down to 10 men. Overrated, man. Don't want to hear it, man. Were you lot nervous? I can't imagine being nervous. Skeptical head. Hey, Mikel Arteta, you're special, You never broke a sweat. Martin Odegaard penalty, the difference maker. If we're completely honest with ourselves, it's still another game like against Forest. We ain't created enough. We didn't score enough. We made it more like against Forest towards the end. More nervy than it needed to be. Obviously, this time it was down to 10 men. Teething issues with the system. I don't necessarily agree with everything in the system, but what I would say is, as I said earlier, systems take time. Again, what we did last season, you saw us actually put the building blocks towards the end of the season. We finished 5th. It's going to take some time. We can't just run away from a system because it's a bit inconsistent over two games. That being said, I think Pai had another good game at right back, but I want to see you in midfield. I want to see Gabriel on the pitch. I want to see us be a lot more street smart, really. We made it harder than it needed to be. Big up Saliba, Benjamin White, Gabriel when he came on. Declan Rice had a good game. I do Ramsdale as well. I think there was some very committed elements of defending. Obviously it's another game where we've also scored as a result of taking advantage of the other team's poorness. So there's a lot we could do better, but end of the day, it's a results-driven business, man. The results need to correlate to the performance. Needs to correlate to the results because you're not always going to get away with it. And I think we've earned the right to win across both of these games ever so slightly, but it needs to be a lot better, really and truly. So yeah, man, it's nice to have a clean sheet, and it's nice to be able to actually breathe again. 6 points and we're not playing well. I like it. Going to have to get an explanation for that red card. I mean, the first yellow for Tommy is very harsh, man. But Arteta making problems when there's none. Over the moon for the 3 points, but man need to drink to calm down. Son has to say Arteta needs to fix playing his favourites and make late subs. Pardon me. I think the only thing I would say Arteta I'm really not happy about is you could see Tommy, you could see the stars were aligning for somebody to get sent off, man. I don't want no apology from no one, man. Stay calm and be warm. We are warming up, boys. Just stay focused and we'll be prosperous. That's great, man. It sounds great, but man need to just win the games and not do that. DG, they need to put respect on your mental fortitude. How my heart raced? I mean, my heart was finished. Havertz fell on strings like this in a minute. I know it's Monday, but I need Maggie and Stardog. No clue what that is, but have fun, mate. These are the kind of games you learn from, reaction aside. There you have it. You have to learn from it. There's games, I wouldn't quite say it's the same, but games we won, Bournemouth, Aston Villa, Man United at home, we need to learn from those games. We need to learn from this. It's nice to have the result and learn. You always want to learn more when you've lost, but yeah, I mean, the system worked that we won the game, but there's still a lot of concerns, and ultimately, I don't think we're as efficient or as effective as we can be in ultimately both sides of the pitch, both ends of the pitch, sorry. We could clearly, I know we kept a clean sheet, but I think there's one too many nervous ends in our half. Clearly, we need to create and score more. I don't think in these last 3 games we've created enough, if I'm honest. We've taken advantage of poor bits of play. Obviously, for us to score, there was that quick set piece quickly from Martinelli. Eddie's gone round him and he's fouled him. More or less 2 dead ball situations, the same against Forest, where Martinelli laid in Eddie, and obviously Saka scored that great goal after Saliba won the ball back. But these 5 margins, when they went for us, we need to be a bit more clinical. I'm not so much onto Eddie for the chance. I think Eddie had a good game. He won the corner, really. I think everyone did okay. I think it's a game where, yes, there's a lot of concerns, but I don't think we need to go overboard. The only thing Eddie's lacking, and is ultimately what you need as a striker, that clinical nature. Obviously, the chance to hit the post, I'm not too angry at him. The chip, if you're going to chip, keep it down, make sure it goes in, or pull it in the back of the net. Obviously, Odegaard went from range early doors. Havertz, who some of you would argue was anonymous, he found Martinelli early on to the game, probably in the first 3 minutes. And maybe someone didn't plug in Martinelli's charger, but he just paused and everything just stood still. I think Tomiyasu did get forward a bit, but I think Martinelli is killed a bit there when you don't have players that are as adventurous, which Tomiyasu isn't exactly that compared to his teammates. I think Saka did all right in the first half. I think Rice did well. Obviously, it's nice for Odegaard to get a goal. I'm really impressed with our defenders, in particular my two centre halves towards the end of the game when we're down to 10 men. It is what it is. Had we have lost this game, we could have blamed Eddie and Cole not being clinical or those not creating. Havertz might have been scapegoated. We could have blasted our lack of game management and man management, but we got over the line. Regardless of red cards, this things and that things, we got over the line, really. And it was nice on reflection to see the players happy about these tackles. But this game just shows we can be our best friends or worst enemies. And I think collectively we make things harder than it needs to be for ourselves. But 6 points from 2 games. It's cool with it. Let's beat Fulham at the weekend. By God's grace, 9 points on the board for August. Regardless of Man United, how they played against Wolves in that win and how they played against Spurs, we need to do a lot better. And we need to go into the international break, what follows the United game, on 12 points or something comfortable, really and truly. So I'll always take the 3 points and then dissect the performance. But yeah, man, we need to do a lot better. I'm sure it was entertaining for the neutrals, but boy, big up Declan Rice as well, because I think he had a good game. Havertz needs time to get used to our style of play. Arteta trying to force him into the team and changing the whole system to do it is a problem. Havertz is lazy, ball watching. He needs to get into the game. Gabriel needs to start and Havertz needs to hold the bench. Fair enough. Eddie had a good game. Don't think anyone was necessarily bad, but no one outstanding. There you have it there. People are quick to blame the new system. I think it's more of a personal issue. I think it's a cocktail of all of them, really. I already seen that. Eddie begs to get chances and misses and then wonders why he gets dropped phases. To be fair, there's not a single striker that doesn't miss chances. Havertz needs to do more in midfield for me. Yeah, need to see him a lot more. By the way, let's not let the score fool us. Eddie had a good game. It looks like he stepped up this season. Think he chased lost causes. Think he worked hard. But as I always say, once you start praising people for working hard, you start getting into dangerous territory. But did what he needs to do. We won the game and got 3 points. That's all that matters. DG John, you're right. But until the performances start, not correlating with 3 points, when it's 3 points in the grand scheme of things, everyone can sleep well. But it's the performance, because sometimes it won't be there. Look at the unbeaten run during Una Emre's thing. There was many concerns there. We're 2 for 2 at Selhurst Park under the lights. This is football heritage. We do need to learn from this game, man. We did it the hard way, but you want the 3 points. You just want the 3 points. And we can breathe, man. Now we can breathe, man. Arteta celebrating like he's won the league. Bit harsh. Someone that's actually been part of a team that's won the league. I think you can criticize Mikel Arteta, but not for that. I mean, what, you expect a manager not to be jubilant that a difficult game where you work so hard for 3 points in the all week, not happy about it? It's the Premier League. You literally have to fight for all 3 points. Make no mistake about that. Yes, on one hand, we could have done a lot better. We can look at the system. We can look at subs. We can look at who played. We can look at some moments. I still think we need to be a bit more perfect over 90 minutes. But I think it was calm, man. Gabriel well in, off the bench. Saliba well in. Ramsdale, I'm not going to say there was an onslaught, but well in. Really, Benjamin White well in as well. All in all, it's all right, man. It's not all right, but it's all right. And you lot are the real men and women of the match, because we hit 200 odd likes. But oh man. Go somewhere else. Oh, exactly. Yeah, so let's actually get into the player ratings, people. As you know, I'm going to watch this game again. It's actually lovely when we won. Player ratings. Who do we start with? I don't know why. I don't think I've positioned my mic in the best way. Who do we start with? Ramsdale. 7. Don't think you did anything wrong. Think your distribution was spot on. Your level of focus was spot on. Think your timing of coming off the lines was good. Even when you look at this, people, 14 shots apiece from both teams. We had 3 shots on target. They had 2. We had 54% of the ball to 46. Now, a lot of that is obviously factoring in, the end of the game when we went down to 10 men. But in general, and some of you that were part of the watch along, I said it, I felt, I'm happy with the 3 points. And I definitely don't want to share with these lot, but had we got a point today, I don't think we could have complained. But 3 points is 3 points, but we need to do a lot better. But yeah, Ramsdale, I'll give you a 7. Partey, I'll give you an 8. I think Partey was good today. I cannot cap to you lot. Who else is there in this? White, I think another 7. I think you did well. Saliba, I think you did well. It's another 8 as well. In fact, you know what? 9 out of 10 Saliba, really. Tommy, I think it was a humble 6. I know you got sent off. That's stupid. You have to hold your L. Rice, I think that's a 9. Like Saliba, I think he was quite good. Odegaard, you get an 8 plus a bonus point for scoring. That's a 9. Who else was in the midfield? Havertz, humble 6. Again, when I watch the game again, this could be a lot different. Saka, 6. Oh, 7, really. You know, he was one of our players of the early first half, really and truly. 7 for Saka. Eddie, I think Eddie did all right. If I'm honest, I give Eddie a 7. I know he should have scored. He definitely should have scored, but I think he was all right. Martinelli looked a bit lively in some patches than others. I'll give you a 6. I do have to hail you up for taking the corner early. Did look frustrated because it looked like you was running into central areas. So for me, Ramsdale 7, Partey 8, White 7, Saliba 9, Tommy a 6, Havertz a 6, Rice and Odegaard score 9, Saka and Eddie with 7s, Martinelli with a 6, Gabrielle for the minute she played. I think I'll give you an 8, man. I think he was committed. Zinni weren't really on the field long. I actually think Jorginho wasn't on the field long, but I think Jorginho brought a calming influence. So you had Gabriel, you had Zinni, you had Jorginho. Who else came on? Am I missing anyone? If he did come on, then I guess because the fact that I'm asking that tells you everything, innit? Kirill, again, big up Kirill, but the damage was already done. We weren't really on the field long enough for that. The main thing is 3 points, isn't it? 2 games, we've done what we've needed to do. I think AU was a tricky customer. I think Partey had a very good game. Saka 7. Well, let Spurs complain, man. Who cares? People are over analyzing reactions to a win. Trust in April, May. We're glad we got them extra 2 points. That's why if we can marry the performance with one that deserves to win, obviously we defended like Warriors towards the end of the game. Obviously we've scored a goal, they haven't, but let's try and get a performance that's worthy of 3 points, which I don't think was necessarily the case today. I think this performance warranted a draw. If I'm honest with you, had we have got a draw, we can't complain. Forest, we did enough to win, but we kind of played within ourselves. There's always something more that we could do. I mean, Havertz can press well, can foul well, but you need to do a bit more than that. We do love emotional things. There is no easy games in the Prem. Eddie has to finish better. If Eddie wants to be on the starting 11 in Champions League, has to do better. Real Madrid Bayern won't be as kind as Palace was. Why does Havertz looks like he learned to just trap a ball? What was he doing at Chelsea? DG, should I have been sent off as well? I think he's fortunate. But I'm just happy that regardless, we're not off. The ref could do what he wants. We can take that up with the ref in body, whether it's right or not. We got the 3 points. I wouldn't say we're playing bad. We're not playing amazing. Arteta needs to play Tierney. If he isn't going to sell him, Tierney provides more attacking threat than Tommy, whilst retaining a level of defensive capability. Not as good as Tommy, but enough. Arteta is a sick man. For that low block, man could have played until tomorrow, and the game would have still ended 1-0. If Arteta is hell-bent on Havertz, play him at the top. I'm not trying to see Havertz consistently through the middle. Man of the match, either Partey or Rice. I mean, I think the first yellow card was very harsh, but I think Tomiyasu was the last one kind of messing about. There was a couple of our players kind of wasting time. People will clown Kai for the red. People will clown Havertz for the red, but Kai will come through, in my opinion. For us, he's going to have to, in it. Hard work getting the win. Gabriel and Trossard should start. Nelly had no support. Looked frustrated today, but the main thing is the 3 points. Both those bookings were fugazi. Tommy done the exact same thing you done in the yellow. You give the ref a decision. These lot are bipolar. They're going to do what they're doing in it. I'm not saying it's right. It clearly is wrong. But let's just get the 3 points and control the variables we can control. We can't control dodgy refereeing. We can control being switched on, scoring goals, and keeping clean sheets in it. It's not right, but yeah. I think I personally got into the ref's head. Big up DG, ugly match, but 3 points is 3 points. I think everybody was scared. It's nice to see everyone can breathe. I'm seeing people get on Arteta for playing Partey right back again, but that's 2 flawless performances from him. Careful, people are going to find a clip of a professional footballer going past someone and saying Partey is declining physically. Oh my God, he's falling off. It's crazy, man. It's great to have a 100% record in the Prem. The only problem is the season just started. You got 36 more games to go. Rice was great, man. I think centre mid, I still want a lot more, man. Still want a lot more. I don't think we fashioned enough clear-cut chances. Like, Eddie should have scored. He hit the post, should have scored the chip. Odegaard had that little volley. Martinelli was found by Havertz early on in the first half and he kind of stalled. But if I can remember 3-4 passes, I don't know. Yeah, Rice made me look at him today. Rice is the man for the trenches. So we spent 105 million for. That was pure Italian football from us, dead and boring. I mean, if dead and boring comes with 3 points, I'm on that. I can't lie to you. Sending off Tommy was political. Ref trying to show they're taking a hard line against time wasting the season. We'll see how serious they are when City are holding on to a late lead. What is Arteta seeing in Havertz in this formation? He better sort out and go back to 4-3-3. I genuinely believe Arteta is playing this team on purpose. He knows his best team. He can avoid all of this, but he's adamant on experimenting. The time for experimenting is gonna draw to a. Well, in fact, that's a lie. You never stop experimenting, trying to chop and change things. But all right, cool. Crystal Palace, not really a game I would say for experimenting. Nice to actually win on a Monday night as well, by the way, folks. But you got Fulham on the weekend at home. Hopefully, we win that. Time for experimenting or wholesale experiment is kind of gone, because after Fulham, you've got Man United. When we come back from the international break, you've got Everton away at Goodison Park. You've got a North London derby. You know, Spurs look quite resurgent. You got Bournemouth away. And that ends September and October, but you got some tough games. In November, we've got Chelsea. Is that tough? We've got Chelsea, City, Newcastle away, Burnley, Brentford away. Early doors. Boy, football. I wouldn't draw too many good or bad conclusions from two Premier League games from 180 minutes excluded added on time. But yeah, man, it is what it is. Can we chalk this up to a poor away performance and carry on? I'm not understanding what you're saying there. Forgive me. Mums, this wasn't a game for all that. I'm not trying to see this team. I'm not trying to see the certain elements. I'm not trying to see this against United. I can't lie. We need to be a bit more conventional and just stick to the script. But at the end of the day, we won, innit? Shout out my guys. Sarcasm City TV. Boy, we won, innit? Like, we won. And on that note, 3 hours and 11 minutes. I'm taking another shower, I'm eating, I'm watching the game again. I'm going to bed a happy man. Whether you've been on Twitch, YouTube, or Twitter, as usual, it's always appreciative to have you lot here. We'll react to the game tomorrow and all of that good stuff. Make sure you've got your notification bells on. Stay safe, stay blessed. One love, man.
There's always just that active red flag. Defending, I think, is like. There's always just that active red flag. Defending, I think, is like.